What up, motherfucking G's and G's-ettes? The motherfucking GDB's in his ass. Number
Gold Dirty
96,
Bastards live and uncut.
live and direct. Episode 96. Remember what happened in 96, right?
96, Big Body Impala.
Yeah. We fucking lost to the fucking Packers. Got played. Got Jerkovich. I think we lost. Was that? We lost? No, we lost to the Panthers 96, right? Or was that 97? I can't remember. Either way, it's fucking episode 96.
We're fucking old, so.
We're fucking old. Getting senile. So, what's goody? Live and direct. Someone was fucking active on Twitter today a little. GDB is active. Had a little activity.
We had some activity.
Defending Trey. The Trey defender.
Nah, more checking these Brock cocklickers. Brock. Okay, it was. Let's start it here. Brock had a good.
We'll get into it. Hold on.
A good, solid backup performance for the remainder of the year. Go ahead. What else you want to get to?
Well, no. Well, we got to start off by thanking everyone for tuning in, right? Got to show our viewers some love. Well,
tune in. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's because you're on night duty now.
It's because I don't give a fuck, Mister. I don't give a fuck. I don't kiss nobody's ass.
Thanks for right. Thanks for tuning in.
You watch.
Evidence to the contrary.
You watch it.
Go ahead, hit that like and subscribe. You fuck with us. If you don't, you don't. But if you do, you cool. And hit that like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we come on. Because we never know when we go on. We're looking a little 2 weeks in a row now, so that's good. So, all right, motherfuckers, let's get into it. So, NFL owners meetings today. I don't know how long that shit lasts, like 2 days or something. I don't know what the fuck. They talk about how they're going to fucking get more money out of fucking players and fucking fuck everybody over, whatever they talk about. But we have some Niner news from the meetings. So part of that Niner news was, and that's what I was saying, we're going to get into it. So Lynch was pretty much saying that Brock, he said pretty much if he was healthy, he'd be the starter. It's pretty much what I got from it. And that's kind of what
he's doing some kind of like double talk type of shit. I don't know. And there's rumors that hold on one second.
Yeah, so he's basically saying that, if Brock was healthy, they're still pushing for camp, but we all know that shit ain't gonna happen.
For Tramp.
Pushing for Tramp. But we all know that shit ain't gonna fucking happen, right? And also, I guess they were saying that, well, we're open, talking about are they gonna trade Trey? Well, we're open to it, but we like them, so you know how they do. Like you said, the double speak shit, trying to be all vague and ambiguous and shit. But I don't think they're gonna trade him.
If Brock is fully healthy, I mean, Lynch was talking like he was like, happy with how he was coming along. So if he really is, if they really think he's on pace to be healthy, I mean, at first I didn't think they would trade him, but I could see him possibly trading Trey right now.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'm not even totally against at this point because at some point you're going to have to go all in on one quarterback. They've been dancing around doing this song and dance for years now with Jimmy and Trey. Now it's Trey and Brock. At some point it has to end. So, I'm good. I would take Trey over Brock personally. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, if they want to give it to him, crown him off of that last season performance, I don't think it's the wisest decision to make. When you've seen quarterbacks have good runs in Nick Foles, win a Super Bowl. Jeff Hostetler took over late in the game for them, ran him through a playoffs, got him a Super Bowl. You never heard of those guys again after that. So I'm not saying Brock is the same. I'm saying Brock lies somewhere between Tom Brady and Nick Foles. We don't know where.
What the fuck? I don't think he's anywhere.
That's where that's it. That's how big the gap is. He could either be Tom Brady. He could either be Nick Foles.
No, I don't think. I mean, well,
that's the two extremes.
Yeah, way extreme, but still, but it's
so he lies somewhere between there, because you got people already comparing him to Brady. Nobody brings up Foles, who had you could say you could argue he had a better run than Brock. His run, which ended in the Super Bowl championship.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, Foles is a few years in the league, fucking when he did that, and Brock was a rookie coming in. So that's
true. But he had nowhere near as much talent on offense as Brock or defense.
but he had a lot more experience.
Niners got talent, Pro Bowl level talent at all
Mm-hmm.
three tiers: running back, wide receiver, tight end, offensive line.
Yeah.
And there's you want to know, you want the names: Trent Williams, Juszczyk, Ayuk. I don't think he went to a Pro Bowl yet, but he's on pace. Debo been to a Pro Bowl. Kittle.
Kittle,
CMC, Offensive Player of the Year candidate.
It's fully loaded. There's no question about that.
There's not even another roster in the league that has as much weaponry as the Niners, other than you might say the Bengals, but I would say they're a tier underneath because I wouldn't put Joe Mixon in the CMC category, as well as I wouldn't put any tight end they have near Kittle.
But see,
They got better receivers on the end. They got better receivers on the outside, but all around they don't have as good talent around. Joe Burrow.
but that's the weird thing, though. You know what I mean? Is that you would think just a regular ass quarterback who could fucking do probably like the minimal would be able to do a lot with this team, and obviously that's not the case. I mean, we went to a Super Bowl. I mean, that's it. We won 2 championships, but it just seems like quarterback is the fucking like we were saying last week. That's the only thing. It was for some reason.
And why is that? I think it has something to do with Shanahan and his ego not wanting to bring in a vet who's going to get the credit. Mm-hmm. If they bring in somebody talented like that, who's going to get the credit? It ain't going to be Shanahan. They're going to be like, oh, he got him over the hump. I don't think he wants that. There's some, maybe not like 100%, but somewhere deep down inside that's in there somewhere.
Well, yeah, and I agree with I agree with that. I'm kind of on par with you with that. And once again, you talk about the same motherfucker who passed up Mahomes and Deshaun Watson essentially for fucking Hoyer and CJ Beathard waiting on Kirk Cousins, right? Because I mean, the motherfucker didn't even look at Mahomes. That's what he said. He's like, oh, he didn't even look at Mahomes. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't look at any fucking quarterback going in.
Oh, we got a little echo there.
Oh, echo.
Watching ourselves.
Henry, Roland, Gardner. You know what I mean? So it's like you didn't even look at these dudes, and this is your first year coming into a team who didn't have shit for a roster.
Yeah, we've touched on this all before.
Yeah, so this is just we're beating it.
But it's a little, it's
kind of relevant though, right? Yeah. So it's that's the motherfucker you're dealing with, and believe it or not, okay, like we were saying, I don't know if he wanted Trey originally, but they're saying that Shane did want Trey, and if that's true, I said this on.
Well, that's what I was seeing on Twitter today from your boy Jesse and another cat, Ryan. I think it was Ryan Hensley.
Yeah,
they were saying that they had both heard from different sources, most likely different sources, that Lynch was a Mac Jones guy and Shanny is the one who wanted Trey, which is what I had been saying. I thought was the case anyway. And you were arguing against something like that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and that could very well be the case. But my thing is, could that more or less just been I fucked up by not getting Mahomes, so I'm going to get a Lance to kind of make up for the oopsie of not even fucking looking at Mahomes? Maybe.
Well, I don't know. But it could be, but I don't think it was that. I just think he's seen him as a, he was tired of Jimmy shit. He's seen him as, he looked at the physical measurables, a guy who could run some of the similar stuff he runs in his offense. And I guess he thought it was going to be a good fit, and I guess he figured he probably had a couple years to bring him along, because it didn't seem like they were on the thought process of I was start him as a rookie. They wanted to, it looks like they wanted to take their time, but now it's like I think Lynch is getting a little impatient, and Shanny, kind of seems to have maybe fallen in love. He seems to fall in love quick, and it seems like he's fallen in love with Brock Purdy now.
But Brock more or less, but that's what I'm saying. The Brock seems more or less that Shanny's type, because Shanny had RG3, right? And we already know he fucking ran him into the ground, pretty much, right? Kind of doing the same thing with fucking Trey. And I would argue that RG3 probably had a little bit better skill set, playing a little bit against better competition than Trey had. If you just look at raw talent, I guess you want to call it raw talent. Trey's probably faster. He's bigger, faster.
Probably I don't know about that. I think RG3 might have been faster.
I mean, he was pretty fast. Yeah, maybe.
He was quicker.
But Trey's a little more stout. He's a little stronger built.
A bigger body, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So there's that. He probably even has a bigger arm. I would say he fucking could chuck it a lot better than RG3. RG3 is a little more accurate.
I would say, RG3 had better touch, but coming out, but Trey had a bigger cannon. He got more potential to throw it deep. He can gun it.
Yeah, exactly. But then in the end, Shanahan loved Kirk Cousins. Shanahan loves Matt Schaub. Shanahan loved fucking, you know what I mean? Matt Ryan. Like
He seems to
that
fall in
seems to be
love with.
like the
That's what I'm
mold.
saying. If he seems to fall in love with these like floozies,
Yeah, exactly. That's the mold that he likes. That's why I say that I'm not so sure that Lance was the Shanahan like prototype. It was more or
I
less,
don't
I guess,
know.
Brock
I
Purdy,
think he
but
was
whatever.
because remember he was popping that shit during the
Coming back
end
from
of
the
that
Flames.
season about we need a new, what did he say, we need a more mobile kind of like
Yeah,
quarterback,
he
this
was
and that.
thinking. Yeah, and even on the plane back, I guess in them pro days, coming
I
back
don't
from the
understand why he wouldn't have went with Fields. I still to this day don't understand it.
well,
That was my
yeah,
pick.
yeah, for sure. And it wasn't my initial pick. That wasn't the pick I would have went with. But at three, because I keep saying this, at three that would have been my pick. But yeah, on the ride home, plane ride home from what you call it, fucking where the hell was it going? Oh, from the Justin Fields pro day. You remember Lynch was like, yeah, he was already drawing up plays for Lance and all this, that. So I mean, could have been his dude. But
Yeah.
either way, Lynch pretty much said like if Brock was pretty much healthy, then he more or less would be the starter, and that's kind of said that. I mean, I don't think there's really any speculation about it. He pretty much, without so much as saying Brock is a starter, he's saying Brock is a starter. As far as I'm concerned,
Yeah. So
is
what
what
do
he
you
said.
feel about that? Are you ready to crown
I,
Brock? I mean, everybody
look,
is. Everybody. I don't see how. I don't see when you go back and you look at Kaepernick. Okay, he had a nice little tear, got us to the Super Bowl. I mean, same thing. He came in halfway through a
that's a
season,
championship, yeah,
got us through the championship.
and the Super Bowl. So he got
Now,
us.
I would say Brock looks more polished in the pocket than Cap,
Yeah,
but teams had some time to look at some film on Cap. Came back the next season and he wasn't as impressive.
it, yeah,
So I don't know. I think Purdy was more of a finished, more closer to being a finished product coming out of college than Trey. We already knew that. What was he? 4 year starter, 3 year starter?
yeah. He's 4 year starter. So
Yeah, 4 year starter. So I mean, that doesn't surprise me when people say, "Oh, look how he came in and he just took over." That doesn't surprise me. When Trey, I had a second round grade on him. I thought he was raw. I thought he might fit good in Shanny's offense. We don't have
we haven't seen
the
it, though.
sample size yet.
Yeah,
We don't have the
we still
sample
haven't
size
seen
yet.
it.
We gotta see Trey with McCaffrey
Yeah.
and Kittle. And anybody who says that that's not a factor is tripping. You're gonna tell me that one of the best tight ends in the league, if not the best, I would say 1A, 1B, him and Kelsey, I guess, 1 and 1A, however you want to rank them. But those would be the top two tight ends in the league. You're gonna tell me that ain't gonna have an effect on how a quarterback looks? And CMC, Offensive Player of the Year, and a fully gelled offensive line is not going to make a difference in how one guy would look compared to the other.
Yeah, I mean, it's a valid point. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not saying Brock is anything. I don't know what Brock is at this point. I don't know if he's going to be what he was last year. I don't know if he's going to be worse. I don't know if he's going to be great. But I'm just saying we need to pump our brakes because how many times have we been fooled? Fool me once, shame on me. But we've been fooled. Okay, let's go back to Jimmy. He got on that hot streak 5 games. We were all saying Jimmy might be the answer. He might be a franchise quarterback. What was he? An average quarterback. Cap before that. He looked like he was going to change the game. Ron Jaworski was talking about Hall of Fame. What did he end up being? Average, I would say below average quarterback passing wise.
Sure.
Nice weapon, great football player, but I mean, I'd say below passing. We never got a chance to see him finish his full circle and see if he was gonna get better at the passing.
Yeah.
Get more touch, get better at making quicker reads because of whatever happened with the political stuff. But his last season there, he had no talent around him.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. So, but he was another case of we never know. We don't know what he was going to be. But the hype was there. There was a big old hype train after he took us to the Super Bowl. And then you had Nick Mullins, who a lot of Niner fans were clamoring for. And they wanted him to be the starting quarterback.
That could be your comp right there. Is to Purdy wise is Nick Mullins, right? That could be a comp right there.
So that's what I'm saying. 3 for 3. And none of them have panned out to be the. Prodigal son, the chosen one.
Look who came to visit us.
Cap.
What's
Well,
going on, Billy?
yes, Will. That's my point. Is Cap couldn't read a defense, and we didn't. Nobody really knew that. His first season when he was on a tear. They weren't talking about that until he started regressing a little bit in that second season when defensive coordinators got film, had an off season to study him. They decided, oh, he can only read one side of the field. Let's take that side of the field away, make him read the whole field at all times. He struggled. We never got to see if he was going to overcome that because,
Whatever. Yeah.
the knee
Sure.
took the knee.
Yeah.
But
The leg.
that's my point. Like, that's 3 times in a row, and we're going to go for the 4th, and we're all just going to jump on the bandwagon. Like, I can't do it personally.
And yeah.
I need to see it a second season before I just jump on his nuts
Yeah.
and because
Start
I don't.
swinging? Start swinging?
Well, there's no other team as fucking talent loaded as us offensively and defensively.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So all those other quarterbacks, there's stats that he had better ratings than these other quarterbacks. All those other quarterbacks didn't have half as good of weapons as Brock had at every level.
Yeah.
Not to take anything away from him because he did great coming off the bench and leading the squad. As a rookie, you can't take that away from him. But at the same time, you can't just crown him QB1 off of that. I can't.
Well, yeah, and
I couldn't crown Trey because we don't have the sample size. So I want to see him battle it out. I'm on the mindset, let him battle it out. What's the harm? Then once and for all, whoever wins that.
Oh, what up, Vet? You want the link?
I'll let
you
Vet get in
trying to
'cause
hop-
I might have to
you
dip
trying to
in a
hop
while.
on? Yeah. So
You guys can argue for an hour and a half.
I forgot.
Thank you.
When you said
Will,
no doubt.
I agree.
So, send it. Trey has a better ceiling. Well,
There's no doubt about
it's all
that.
it's all speculation at this point. You could speculate on anything, but
We don't have an answer for either one of them. That's my point.
got answer, yeah.
So to just be like Brock is the answer at this point,
We'll say
that's not the
Send your,
most responsible
send your
stance to
email.
take.
Send your email, Vet. I don't think I have it. Do I have it? It might be on there.
That's not the most responsible take to have, I don't think.
No.
When you go with our history of just crowning guys and then them not panning out,
Yeah, but I'm gonna
It's
say this
just-
though. Go ahead, finish, because
it's just going off the tracks a little bit without the brake, pump them brakes.
yeah. No, everything you say really is valid. I know you fucking go back and forth, which is mainly for my entertainment, pissing you off, and I like pissing everyone off about Trey. But I mean, let's get down to what it is, right? Brock is fucking injured, and you could say he could be back throwing in 3 months, all of that. I mean, the motherfucker just got surgery. He's walking around with a big ass brace on his arm, right? So that tells me one thing, that it's still fresh. Another thing is, I'm telling you right now, there's no way this motherfucker is gonna get ready and be ready, up and throwing and in game time shape by the time the season starts. You know what I mean? I just don't think that's gonna fucking happen. So based on
Well, Lynch is seeing something to make him pop his gums.
that, fucking Lynch is, I think he's just being hopeful at this point and trying to,
Shit,
you know,
lights out.
you could say, oh, he's in the dark.
Dog man, baby.
So, yeah, so I'm gonna say, I already told you I didn't think Trey was worth the shit. But like I said, given the situation, I don't think Brock's gonna be ready. Yeah, we got Darnold, but you got to roll with Trey. If he's gonna be the healthy one, if he's gonna start the season, even if Brock is ready, I don't think Brock. You could just come in mid-season or however long, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in the season, and okay, Brock's ready. Now go in there. You're the starter. Like, I don't think you should do that. Okay, I don't think that should fucking happen.
What do you
And,
think about? Not to cut you off.
so-
What do you think about trading Trey at this point?
I still wouldn't trade him. Could you still, like you said, there's still an
There's a
unknown.
lot of uncertainty on both
There's
sides.
still unknowns. I mean, at least Brock has 7 games, and you could kind of see how he operates, given all the weapons and shit that you said. He did decent. You know what I mean? He still had his little rookie shit here and there, but you could see how he operates, and that's fine. Like you said, we still haven't seen.
I said
Trey.
it before you, Will. I said it like a month ago.
You said, and which I agree with. There's still a small sample size, even though I talk a lot of shit about him. I still recognize only 4 games that we really have of actual starter. You know what I mean? Of starting reps. Okay, so what that pretty much tells me is he needs to go ahead and start the season. He's gonna be the only healthy quarterback. You can't just come in and start Darnold right away, right? That'd be stupid. Why the fuck would you do that? So
Yeah,
you
he'd be a
gotta
dickhead if he did that.
yeah, so you got to come in and start Trey right off the top, because like I said, I don't think Purdy's going to be ready by week 1. He might be ready by week 7, 8, around there. But you can't just come in and be like, okay, Brock's ready. Here you go. Get out of here, Trey. Thanks, but now it's
And
Brock.
how durable is
Can't do
that
that.
elbow? How durable is that elbow going to be after that?
We
What
don't
if he
know.
takes a Wilbur Marshall type of hit like Montana?
Yeah, that too.
That
There's,
could be the end of that.
there's a lot of
Not to be
unknowns with
negative,
that.
but I'm
No,
saying you gotta be
you got to
ready
do
for
that.
this type of shit. And a
Yeah,
lot of our fans are just like,
yeah.
they get into this romanticizing about this and that, and it's like
And
you got to think logically. You got to think about the future. You got to think about what the repercussions could be of these choices.
and this is what I'm saying. As far as I think you should ride. You got to ride the season out with Trey. Right? Brock's a 7th rounder. He's gonna be cheap. He's gonna be around for a while. You still got to see what the fuck you got in Trey. So me personally, I let Trey start the season. I might even let him ride out the season, even though Brock might be healthy. He might be good. Then he's there as a backup. And like you said, we don't know how that elbow's going to react to getting hits, taking blows, whatever. So even if he is back healthy, there's still that uncertainty of, okay, can he withstand the hits and all that shit in the NFL, right? So keep Trey in there. You got Darnold as a backup. I wouldn't even rush Brock. And then you see what you got with Trey for the season. Trey fucking sucks, which I think he is, but I hope I'm wrong. I don't want to be right on shit like that, but let's just say fucking Trey does suck. Then all right, now we know. Okay, 3rd year, yeah, a little bit of time. Got a whole year under you. You still ain't did shit. All right, well now it's time.
If Trey gets traded, where do you see him? I see him going to Tennessee.
He can go to Tennessee. He can go to fuck. I mean this. Well, a lot of teams are gonna get their quarterbacks this year, so it's gonna be slim pickings. If you talk about him trading this year, um, he can take his ass to the Texans. Probably he can go.
Oh, I didn't
Maybe
think about Texas. That's a good point.
yeah. He can go to the Texans. He can go. Shit, he can go to Washington. I don't know who the fuck they got. He can go to Washington. I wouldn't trade him there. I wouldn't want to go to Washington. No, fuck that. They all fucked
I
up
wouldn't
over
trade
there.
him. I never like trading my players within
But I wouldn't
conference.
trade him. Yeah. Well,
I don't trade any quarterbacks within conference. I don't trade any players within conference unless they're going to give me a king's ransom for it. Because that's the type of. If you trade a quarterback and you think he's not going to be successful, he comes out to be the modern day Steve
so
McNair.
so look at this. You did you trade him to the fucking Raiders or a 3rd rounder?
Fuck no, not for a 3rd rounder. No,
Well, you ain't gonna get.
I'm
Look,
getting a first back, or I'm not taking the
Trey,
deal.
well, but that's not. No, look. If Trey turns out and he sucks, you ain't gonna get no 1st rounder. You might not even get a 2nd rounder. If
I'm
Trey
saying
turns
if
out
we
to
don't
be
see
bad.
anything else from him right now, you could still probably get a first round pick for
Yeah,
him.
but you ain't gonna know that until he plays. That's what I'm saying. I think you ride him out this year and see what he got at least. And if he fucking sucks, then you got Purdy there. Throw him in. Be like, all right, Trey, I've seen enough of you. Purdy, go in there, and then probably this team is yours. But I don't think you could fucking throw Purdy in there mid-season right when he gets healthy and place the Trey, especially if Trey's doing good. Okay, because
Yeah.
there's that shit too. Trey can come in and start fucking tearing shit up and start doing shit that
Yeah,
surprises
we
me,
covered that last week. We said like,
and and then there you go.
what would it take for you to bench Trey after if he has a good start?
I'd say, look. I said that right now. I let him run out the season, no matter what he does. At least give him the season. At least owe him that. You know, I mean, you traded up to number 3 for the motherfucker, and he really ain't got no fucking reps. I mean, I just let him run out the season. So for me, I'm expecting Trey to play this whole year. That's me.
Yeah, I can see that.
And you know how much I don't like the motherfucker, but looking
See,
through,
I seen flashes from a rookie. I know you disagree, but I seen some plays where I was like, okay,
he made
this guy
decent
can make
plays.
some shit happen.
He could.
He was raw, no doubt, but I mean, give him 4 consecutive games and let's see where he's at.
I give him the season. This is the time I give him the season.
No,
right?
but I'm saying I expect him to come out a little slow and not have the best first start or two. But I would say by like
Even
his
if
5th start, I think he can be pretty solid, man. I think he could
could.
be
Even if
getting
he's
to the
not.
nice rhythm with Kittle. CMC takes some of that heat off him. Now the right side of that right tackle position. I don't know about McKivitz and the
Well,
guy
you
we
can't
just
get no
picked
worse
up.
than you can't get no worse than fucking McGlinchey.
Well, I don't know. You could, but
I don't know. I doubt it. Not pass protection.
yeah, I don't know. McKivitz is okay. I ain't seen nothing that says he's our answer at right tackle.
Well,
I would draft somebody to push him
Well,
at the
yeah,
very least.
I think we will. Oh, So we got some other news coming up, some additions, but yeah, I think the price tag is gonna be a little more solid as far as pass protection. Right, honestly, because I don't think McGlinchey was worth the fuck. Right, like
Nah,
he's fucking
you and I never
sucked.
wanted
Nah,
that dude.
he fucking
Never wanted
sucks.
him on this fucking roster.
Yeah, so there you go. And they failed otherwise, or else they would have paid him. So there goes that.
Lamar, are we gonna talk Lamar again?
Nah, I don't
Do we
think
want
they
to start go down that fucking?
again.
It's no. It's just it's too slim of a chance of it ever happening.
Yeah, I don't think
They
it'll
would
ever
never
happen.
get rid of Bosa. I don't think. I would, but they wouldn't.
Well, you definitely got to get rid of one of the top dogs. That's what I said last week. You ain't
Well,
just gonna
Bosa would be the only one who could net 2 first-round picks. Ain't nobody giving up no 2 first-round picks for anybody else on the roster. Warner, you couldn't get 2 first-round picks for a middle linebacker.
yeah. So
Edge rusher coming off Defensive Player of the Year award, you could get 2 first-round picks for.
yeah, you could, but I don't think the Niners are gonna go that route. Like you
Will
said,
doesn't want to talk Lamar, so let's talk some more Lamar. I don't
Where,
give a fuck.
where's your IG vet? Sheesh. I don't have none of vet shit. I think you know what? I think I did have it. Hold on, let me check. I want to say I did have vet.
You can't
shit.
just email him?
Yeah, but I gotta
Oh, he says only on his IG?
only on his
All these
IG.
fucking little flies around here, man. Get the fuck out of here. Stupid ass fruit flies.
What are you talking about? His IG? I don't know. Fuck. I'm trying to get you on here, vet.
Send me his link
send the
on
link and then get his shit.
text it to me and then I'll send it to him on IG. Oh, can I invite? I guess I can invite him. Let me see.
Yeah, you can invite him.
Oh, but I don't have IG on my computer. Hold up.
You
We'll
don't need
figure
IG.
this shit out. He says send it on his IG.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have IG on the shit either.
Let me see. I'll send it. I'll figure a work around this shit.
Why don't fucking send the shit to the goddamn IG? Yeah, no more Lamar. It's slim. That's slim none. I don't think we go that route. But so yeah, Trey. I think I don't think we trade him. I personally would start him. Let him ride out the season. Brock's there if you need him. So is Darnold. So I don't know. Between those three quarterbacks, if we can't at least get to another championship, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. We just fucked all the way around.
Don't worry, Vet. I got you. I took care of business, even though I'm not running the show anymore. I still run the show. Without.
Yeah, you ain't doing shit. Anyway,
I still run the show
you ain't doing
from
nothing.
behind the scenes.
Anyway, so we got some more moves. So today we did we signed another offensive lineman, Matt Pryor.
No relation to Richard Pryor.
No relation to Richard Pryor. He came in from the Colts. He's a tackle, so he could be depth. Lynch said too that McKivitz would be the starter, but there would be a competition. But he expects McKivitz to be the one to start. So whatever. We traded for a kicker, right? So we got the Panthers kicker, Zane Gonzalez.
Speaking of trades, are we going to be trading Leonardo? He's been AWOL 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, we might.
There's been talks of another.
I know we're not going to. I know we. I don't know if we're going to pick up his fifth-year option. I know that he hasn't been showing commitment thus far. He'd rather fuck around, but
He'd rather snipe. He'd rather snipe.
he'd rather snipe. He's the sniper guy.
I think he didn't want to come on because he knew I was going to say something about Poole. He
we
loves
gonna get to
pop-
that. Oh,
Yeah,
don't
he
worry, we
loves
gonna
to.
get
He
to
loves
that.
to talk about Poole when he shows up once out of every 6 games.
We
He
gonna
likes to
get
pop
that.
off.
Don't even worry. We signed Austin Bryan from the Lions too, defensive end, more depth.
I remember him from Clemson that championship year. He was okay. He was pretty good back then.
Yeah, I mean, it's
College.
depth. That's good. We use depth right now. We lost a few people on that line, so that's good. And then a couple recaps from last week. John Feliciano.
Will said if we bring him on, he'll talk on Lamar. He'll talk on Lamar.
Is that what you said?
Yeah,
I
come
bet he
on.
will. You should bring him on. I ain't seen you in a minute. Well, it's been a few years.
Yeah, Will, he wants to fuck with you like he fucks with Clay.
Oh, there you go. This fucking guy.
I fuck with Clay.
John Feliciano, center guard, signed him last year. Miles Hartsford, a safety, I believe, got him. And one that we forgot to bring up, Isaiah Oliver from the Falcons. We got him to come in.
Oh yeah, yeah. We didn't talk about that. That's
yeah,
nice
we didn't talk about him. Yeah,
better than Jimmy Ward stat wise last year.
Yeah, anyone's better than that fucking dude. Isaiah Oliver.
No. According to the 49ers, all the fans on Facebook and Twitter and all these brilliant guys, Jimmy Ward was the heart and soul of this defense.
Yeah,
but he got his spot took by Tayshaun Gibson coming off the street. But,
by an old ass
hey,
safety.
that's another story.
31. Yeah. So, and had more picks than him in his whole fucking career. So whatever. I don't want to hear what fucking Jimmy Ward. All right, what we got here? Oh, look who we got here. Oh, look at this guy.
Fellas.
What's up, man? Why you look hella blue?
I don't know.
He's a blue man group.
Yeah, I have no clue why the hell it's looking like that.
GDD's blue.
It's probably just it might be the reflection off your computer screen.
It could be, but this is the weirdest I've looked on.
Oh, this is the weakest.
Looks like a little Jedi hologram. Fucking help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's all good.
What you got to say? Let's see.
Just about
it's open mic night.
About this whole Trey and Purdy thing.
Oh yeah.
I look at it like this. Trey did not lose his job because of bad production.
Yeah,
he lost his job from an injury.
Yeah, no production.
I don't care what Purdy.
Go ahead,
look, I don't care what Purdy looked like the last half of that season, even in the playoffs. I mean, hell, his numbers are already better than James's in the playoffs. I feel if Purdy is healthy come training camp, like John Lynch is saying he's going to be, which I don't see possible, but if he is, I think it needs to be an open competition between him and Trey Lance.
Well, me and you are in the minority on that, unfortunately.
No, I think it should be an open competition, period. The best quarterback wins. You put the best quarterback on the field.
If you're looking at a second-year quarterback and a third-year quarterback who haven't proven much, I mean,
right.
Let them battle it out.
Have them battle it out in camp and put the best one on the field.
It's a 3-game starting difference too. I mean, you got one.
Like I said,
4-1 and 7 on the other.
But that's why I said you have them battle at camp and you don't just hand it to one of them.
Yeah, I agree.
You do it up close, and the winner is the QB1. That's just how I look.
But
at it.
I don't like how how Lynch doesn't really fuck with Trey. In all of his press conferences, he's like talking about him getting hurt. He doesn't. He needs to stay healthy. But what about Brock? Brock's been hurt twice in 8 games. Once out for the season.
But the first injury Brock played through.
Okay, but even still, he got hurt.
But Trey couldn't play through that ankle injury.
Exactly.
There was no way.
No, exactly. Play through the knee either, or the pinky, or the whatever else he had.
I mean, it's obvious our offensive line can't block. I mean, you see how many fucking quarterbacks are hurt.
Okay, and speaking on the offensive line, I'm not 100% sold on McKivitz, but one thing I think could happen is that Feliciano guy we picked up, who has experience starting in the NFL at both guard positions and didn't allow a sack all last season.
Throw him in there.
No, you put him at right guard and you move Burford out to his college spot at right tackle.
Oh, you sure about that?
Burford didn't look bad at guard.
He looked up and down. He for a rookie, he wasn't bad. I'll give him that.
Right, but you also got to remember he was playing a new position. He played tackle in college. We moved him inside.
That's a good point. It's a fair point.
But at the same time, the counter to that is when you play guard, you're kind of protected in a sense. You know what I mean? Because you got 2 people on either side of you, and there's a lot more.
One person on either side of you.
There's a little bit more.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? But
I get that. But like I said, I think right tackle is more of Burford's natural position.
Yeah, gotcha. So,
and to be honest with you, I think Burford could beat out McKivitz any damn way.
Well, I hate to interrupt you, but we didn't give you a chance to celebrate Jimmy G's departure on physically on the show yet. So I'd like to give you the moment. Take
There you
as
go,
long as
man.
you
Go
need.
ahead.
Hey,
Take as long as you need
Been waiting a
to
while
get
for
out
this.
your frustrations or your happiness about Jimmy's departure into
ain't
to
no
the Bunny
frust-
Ranch, because that's what he's doing. He's going to be tricking off in the Bunny Ranch.
Yeah,
The funny
basically. I mean, you got the strippers coming out holding up signs saying "free sex for life" for Jimmy G.
I take that.
Mr. G.
I take
And,
that about Jimmy. There you go. Perfect.
And I'm just laughing at all the fucking Raiderette fans now that think they actually have a quarterback.
Well, Womack believes they still have a quarterback too.
I'm like, all they did was make a lateral move.
No,
They didn't improve. They
I'd say it's a
didn't-
step back. Slight step back.
I don't know, man, because I have not felt.
Kind of the same tier. They kind of same tier.
I haven't felt
Like,
Carr since he was drafted. I've been calling him a broke down used car since
He
the day
sucks
he was
too,
drafted.
but I mean, I don't know. If you put Carr on our roster, I think he'd have more success than Jimmy did.
Maybe. I don't know.
You put Jimmy on that roster, they'd be shit. The rosters he's had to work with. You swap the roles out.
Well, we'll find out. He's in an offense he knows. He's back with McDaniel, so we'll see what happens.
and that's kind of why I
But
say he
I
might be
really
good.
don't think he's going to succeed.
Oh, well, I see Womack's not trying to put the comments on because, you know.
Oh, I didn't
Jim-
even see him.
So, yeah, you didn't see the shit. Fuck out here.
But yeah, I'm just glad he's out the door because now, on top of me being happy he's gone, now you don't have that lingering shit in the locker room in a divided locker room.
Well, now you have it with Trey and Brock, though.
Nah,
Because I'd say the
maybe.
locker room is on Brock's nuts already.
Maybe.
I think the only one on that's Trey's side is probably Ayuk.
And I'm glad McGlinchey's gone because he was a pro Jimmy guy. He wouldn't even help Trey up after he got fucking sacked that time.
Yeah, I saw
Some
that.
fucking bullshit.
McGlinchey. I'm just glad McGlinchey's gone, period. I got tired
Yeah,
of
that
watching
too.
him. That motherfucker'd be on his back like a dying roach more times than not. I got tired of seeing that shit.
Yeah. Oh, there was a stat too. I forgot. I was reading it though. You said he gave up all them pressures he gave up and all them sacks allowed. He like 4 sacks allowed or something. 5 sacks.
Are we
allowed.
talking about the same McGlinchey? Because the 49er web zone and Facebook
Everybody
tell me
has
that
different
for the last
shit.
4 years have been telling me that McGlinchey's
Oh,
good and McGlinchey's a good tackle and he's going to be hard to replace. And
I'll get this is where I'll give McGlinchey his props, and this is where it stops. He's
Run
a good
blocker.
run blocker.
yes,
Yeah.
That's
agreed.
it.
A good ninth overall pick.
Which
run blocker.
is not fucking hard to find. Let's be honest.
Right. And I don't think it was worth the 87.5 million that Denver's paying.
I don't know. Look,
Sean Payton's on
he's
some
their
bullshit.
problem there. At least Russell could run. For how
He'll be
long?
running for
I
his
don't know.
life. Russell ain't
Yeah.
gonna make
For
it.
how long? I don't know. He's getting up there.
I
Russell's
don't-
like 10, 11 years.
I don't
right?
know if Sean Payton's going to put up with the whole bunch of that running bullshit, though.
Well, you ain't gonna make him no pocket on that right side. I mean, fuck. I'm telling you.
And they're stuck with him for a while too. They can't
5
get out of
years.
this shit for a while. Same with the Cardinals and Kyler.
Yep. But,
So we're in a lot better quarterback position
Yeah.
than some of these teams, at least, because we
Oh,
got two
we
young
are.
guys.
We are.
3. I mean, all 3 of our quarterbacks cost about how much? How much do they cost? I don't got the salary.
Let's see.
fucking
Our
numbers.
total quarterback room.
Well, it ain't over 20
salary-wise,
million. I know that.
No,
combined.
it's not. It's 14.
Yeah. So there you
14 mil. So,
go. Perfect.
but we'll see.
If we can't get into the championship with these 3 motherfuckers,
I'm not
I don't
even
know what
looking at. I'm not even looking at Darnold as the backup unless Brock ain't ready to go week 1. If Brock ain't ready to go, Darnold's the backup. But as it stands right now, I am already have it in my mind that week 1 Trey's going to be starting for this team.
Yeah.
I think so, but I wouldn't put it past Lynch to try to trade him, dude. I would not.
But why are you gonna and then start? But then why would
Because all these the way he talks about Trey is weird, dude. Like you wouldn't think you'd be talking about your future, your franchise, like the way
I
he
don't know.
does.
Lynch is weird because some interviews he'll talk up
But this is 3
Trey,
injuries in. Oh, that
but
Trey
then
had.
there's other interviews like at the owners meeting where he goes the opposite direction.
Yeah, it's just weird.
So with Lynch, it's I don't know.
That motherfucker's being PC for sure.
If he can get a first round pick, I think he would take it.
You're not going to get that out of Trey. You
I think
kiss
you
that
could.
shit.
I think
No,
he could. Yeah.
I don't think so. That's going to be
I don't
hard
know.
pressed.
So
maybe.
okay, so let me put the scenario out there for you. All the top 4 quarterbacks go early within the top 10 picks. You don't think you can have teams looking to get back in there and get that quarterback they didn't get a chance to get? Trey would have a better upside than a lot of those guys. After, I mean, you could say he might have a better upside than any of those top 4. Physically, I would say he's more gifted than any of them.
Okay, but he's almost trending towards that injury prone.
Well, I don't know.
we'll have to
Richardson,
see.
I couldn't say he's more physically gifted than Richardson.
See, the only thing.
He's trending that
Because-
way. He's not injury prone yet. If he's one
Look,
injury,
I
away from being injury
feel.
prone.
I mean, there's already been some throws I've seen from Trey that tell me this kid can make all the throws on the field,
Exactly.
and some really really tight window throws like that one he hit to Ayuk against Arizona on the sideline.
Yeah, that was
throw
nasty.
That's his
just
best throw. That was the best throw.
That
he's ever
throw
made.
was fucking stupid.
Yeah. But you haven't seen him like that though.
And, well,
that.
he also had.
Well, I like that. I like that preseason though. I know Womack's gonna say it was preseason, but that
you
bomb
mean the one that-
to the Packers,
Yeah.
that was nice. That was
but,
right in stride. We never seen that with Jimmy deep passes, especially.
Right, and
He looked good.
the only thing that worries me about Trey Lance, because he's as athletic as he is, Kyle Shanahan likes to get too goddamn happy calling quarterback runs. But
I got no problem with the red zone ones, but you don't need to be running them at the 30-yard line.
I got an issue. Was it? I think the first Arizona game,
That
or
was
no,
terrible.
the second one. The second one.
No, the first one. It was the first
The
one.
first one when he
one.
called 17 designed runs for Trey
Mm-hmm.
Lance. But you got to look at it like this though too. Now, it could slow him down to run Trey Lance more. Now that we got CMC,
Yeah, good
and
point.
CMC could take a lot of that workload.
And Debo,
a healthy
Elijah.
Elijah.
I would trade
Maybe.
Elijah if I could get a good pick for him. I would send him
because
off because
I
I like
think-
Jordan Mason.
I love Jordan Mason. That kid hits a hole quick. He's a tough runner. I like
And
Jordan
Elijah
Mason a lot.
can't stay
He
healthy.
gets low. Jordan Mason gets real low with his pad level and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
if-
I mean, not
if
that he's
Eli-
small, but he's stout. He packed a little punch there.
If
but-
Elijah could stay healthy, I bet we'd have 2,000-yard backs in our backfield.
Yeah, but the problem is he fucking can't for some reason.
Yeah, I know.
Even his
He-
rookie year, I mean, he missed
Yeah.
6 games or 7 games or whatever like that. And he had 800 yards. That's the thing.
Right. That's
Well over 1,000 yards if he was.
Yeah. But,
If he did a few more games, he probably been like
so-
1,200 yards.
so I think, and especially CMC is the wild card in all of this, as far as the quarterback conversation goes. CMC is the equalizer because he can do so many things.
But is Trey? I know everyone says, yeah, Trey's smart and do all this, but I mean, is he cerebral enough to really use him on the
Yeah,
checkdowns
he can
and
hit those
stuff
on.
like that?
He can hit those checkdowns.
I don't know. I didn't really see him check down too many times. He's looking to gun that shit,
I-
even
I-
in pressure. I never
will-
really- you know.
I will say this though, if Trey starts week 1, don't be surprised to see Danny Gray lined up week 1.
That would be nice.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I don't think. Well, and on top of James didn't have the arm for Danny Gray, and I'm also thinking that Danny Gray's blocking wasn't up to snuff, so they didn't play him a lot. Because if you can't block as a wide receiver in this offense, you can't fucking play.
I think that's bullshit though, man.
is.
Some guys,
look at your coaches. bro.
Shanny's always been on that. I want everybody who can do everything, but there's some guys that are just talented. You don't need them to
Right.
do everything.
Oh, no,
DK
I get
Metcalf
that.
would have been great.
Yeah,
I get
for
that.
Sure.
But you know how Shanahan likes his receivers to block.
Yeah.
So
And that's the thing though too. But yeah, we're gonna see. There's gonna be a lot of things. Like I said, I'm with you, Vet. I don't think Brock is gonna be nowhere near ready. Even Nip said that shit too. We're both on the same page with that. That dude's.
I mean, look,
I don't think he's gonna
I
be nowhere
heard
near ready.
okay. He could be throwing in 3 months. Okay. Doctors have said that. But it's going to take another 3 months to build that strength back up in his arm.
Mm-hmm. Not even throwing the ball, but take it like, and Nip alluded to that earlier, taking hits.
Strength up.
What if he takes another hit like he did against Philly? You know what I mean? Someone comes on the blind side, he don't see it, he throws it, boom, someone pops him on the arm again, then what?
Yeah, that was another McGlinchey fuck up.
No, I think that was the who's that? Dwelly. I think that was Dwelly, but I'll blame McGlinchey anyway. Fuck.
No, it was the tight end. He fucking that was on Shanny. That was on Shanny.
I'm blaming. No, it wasn't even Dwelly. That was our third tight end.
It was Croft, Tyler Croft, I believe.
Yeah, it was Tyler Croft.
Well, I'll still blame McGlinchey.
They should have had fucking Kittle on there.
Or Juszczyk at least. Shit.
Yeah, Juice, Kittle, somebody that's good in pass pro.
Yeah, I mean that cost him the game. Shanny had a terrible game. I mean, that's
you could have had a back. You could have had just a back in the backfield for that.
I wouldn't leave a back on Hassan.
No. You want?
He wasn't even blocked though. At least if you get a back on, you do something. I mean, getting his.
Nah, you can't put a back on. Dude, we don't have a block. Juice
like
maybe.
Or Juice.
Yeah, or just have. I don't know. It was a poorly designed play when.
Yeah, it was, but. Hey, whatever. I'm not worried about the defense of this team, even though I'm not too sure what Steve Wilkes is going to look like. But that side of the ball,
I think he'll be legit.
Decent.
Yeah, that side of the ball still doesn't bother me. I wouldn't mind us if we could get him cheap enough. Just go out since it's late free agency now. And you probably could get him cheaper. Go get Yannick Ngakoue.
That's a nice one.
Skywalker?
Yannick Ngakoue. He's had
Yannick. I thought you said Yannick.
He's had 8+ sacks every year he's been in the NFL.
Yeah, I thought they would. I thought Lynch would want to bring in more of these vets, but he never really has. In his tenure,
gone cheap with it. This year, he's gone cheap with the vets.
Well, but not like the experienced producing vets, like just looking to ring chase. He doesn't really go out and get those guys.
Right. I was kind of hoping.
A lot of dudes want to get paid though, and I don't think we got capped.
Nah, there's guys that want to just come and win a ring. I
was kind of hoping we would have went after Jesse Bates, the safety from Cincy.
Yeah, everybody was on that.
I wanted that kid.
I think we're going to draft a safety personally, like a taller safety, because we have no length at safety. Hufanga is what, about 6'1"?
Something like that.
But that's he's not.
I'm not sure what
range.
I'm not sure what Gibson is.
He's probably about 6'1" as well, I would guess.
Yeah,
my guess is like 5'11".
They're about average. Yeah.
The thing with
Hufanga might be 5'11".
But There's a few safeties in this draft that will be there on the board in the third round when we draft at 99.
I haven't even looked yet. I gotta get on my shit.
Yeah, there's
get our replaceements. Don't worry.
I keep seeing a lot like the kid out of Florida State, that safety out of Florida State.
I'm in the dark. I haven't scouted at all. I gotta get on my shit.
I read something. Somebody did this write up about the safeties and.
All right. Well, since we're on it, let's go look ahead to the draft, right?
Yeah. So, on that safety for Florida State, they labeled him as the most all-around safety at the free safety position. He could do everything.
Yeah, I want a rangy kind of guy. Like we don't need any hitters anymore because you can't hit anybody anyway. Just get a rangy, rangy coverage kind of ball hawk kind of dude.
Yeah, that's all you
need. And you're gonna need somebody big to match up against like the DK Metcalfs and the tight ends.
And I do want us to get a legit number 2 tight end.
Oh yeah, we've been talking about that for years.
I was on that last year. I was screaming to draft a goddamn tight end last year.
And it doesn't have to be a blocking tight end. Just get a receiving threat in the red zone, big body tight end. But that goes back to Kyle wanting what he wants. He wants a complete player at every fucking position, which is good. But at the same time, give me a guy who can just fucking go out and be a mismatch in the red zone. What's wrong with that?
As far as tight ends go, and
you got that one dude from Miami, but
we just re-signed Dwelly.
I saw that. I don't know if he'll be on the board, but
I don't think
if
he
you're
will.
going a little farther down, you can look at dudes like Payne Durham from Purdue,
Yeah,
the kid out of Old Dominion, Kuntz.
I heard of Coons. I haven't seen none of the tape. But see, this is the thing though too. So now I think for us anyway, and Gigi, a lot of you guys went earlier into your scouting. This is scout time for me anyway. Uh, since we got about a month, pretty much to the day right now. We have about a month left to the draft, so this is going
And
to
our
be
first three picks are
heavy.
almost all
Yeah.
back to back to back.
Yeah,
We got
they're very
99,
close.
101, 102.
So where the hell is it? Here it is.
Do you see anybody getting dealt to get us another pick?
I don't know why we need it. We have 11 right now.
Well, to get into the second round or something like that.
Well, we could probably package some of our
Probably
picks
get them
to get
two
up.
third rounders, maybe 2 third rounders and a fourth to probably get up somewhere in the mid second, maybe.
Honestly, I don't even like. I don't know how accurate those the mock draft simulators are when you could do that.
They're not that accurate.
Okay, well, I was gonna
Because
say
I was getting guys in the last couple of years. I was getting them hella late.
Well, not just that. It's like I was doing one, and whenever our pick at 99 would come up, there'd be teams that would be offering 6 picks just to go to 99. I'm like,
Yeah, those
what
things
the
are.
fuck?
those things
They're
are
fun to
cool.
do, but yeah, they're not fucking accurate.
I'm like, no fucking way. Yeah,
I said-
we're not till 99, 101, and 102
Yeah.
are our first
So,
three.
so
But then again,
first round.
most of the fucking professional analysts or whatever you want to call them, their mock drafts are far from
fucking
being accurate. It's just
trash.
it's
Yeah,
unpredictable.
99,
There's no
101,
science
102.
to it, man.
Yeah.
So we're over here. This is
Too many
the pick.
variables.
So I don't know. I mean, if there's somebody they want in a second that they feel they can't live without, I could see us moving up. But I have
We don't
no-
have a need that's glaring, really. I would say
Exactly.
O line and D line.
But the third rounds are perfect. What all these late round picks? That's all I hit her. That's all I
Yeah.
hit her.
Yeah, that's
We need
where
another.
we
rounds
live.
anyway.
We need another edge. Whether we get that one of those older vets or a rookie or both. Why not do both? Shit.
So we got 155.
Even
in the
though I
fifth
think
round.
I think Drake Jackson will take a step this year.
oh yeah,
If they let him fucking play,
no, he's. I mean, who else?
No,
No,
I
start?
think I
they
think
didn't
that-
even fucking play him in the playoffs when they were paper thin at fucking edge, and I don't
yeah,
understand it.
The three
I
fifths
think-
right here.
I think he'll take a step this year, especially under Chris Kasarik.
Krasarek,
Yeah.
Kerchak.
Right here. Yeah, so there we go. Three. I mean, yeah, 3 picks. We ain't got no fourth rounders, right? No, we don't have anything. Oh no, that's
No, we go 3, 5, 6, and 7.
3. Yeah, so here's our 3 right here, minus the Giants.
Yeah.
End of the third, right there.
Yeah.
Like
And
you
then
said,
we have
99,
like 2 or 3 in the 5th.
We got 155 right here, in the
Mm-hmm.
5th round. And then we got right down here at 173.
Okay, so we got 2 in the 5th. And then
No,
I think we have like
Excuse me, we got 3. 164.
so we got 3 in the 5th, 3 in the 3rd.
And then
We 1 in the 6th, I believe, and 3 or 2 in the 6th.
216 and I think that's right here.
180 something?
1 in the 6.
Okay,
What's our
one-
biggest need? What's our biggest need?
Ooh, free safety.
Free safety.
I would go right tackle.
Outside of
Still.
Tashawn Gibson, who do we got?
I would still go right
probably
tackle.
safety, yeah.
But you could get that later. I don't know.
Outside of Tashawn Gibson, who do we got at free safety?
Well, yeah, I think safety. And no one ever. We lost Flanagan. Did we lose Flanagan Fouls? Or we re-signed him. Let me see what the fuck we did with him.
I think we
Re-
lost him.
I'm not sure.
We re-signed.
I
No,
think
nobody.
it-
We re-signed him. We re-signed him. But still, I think
yeah,
we need.
but still a linebacker, a
I
third
think
linebacker.
outside linebacker. I think we need another one. If
Or if
someone's dope in the third.
if
I
the
mean, I'll
team
take a
is
flyer.
if the team is high enough on him, I think that Marcelino McCrary Ball is going to be in line for that number 3 spot.
Yeah,
I don't know much about the kid except he
he
came
did
out of
all right.
Indiana.
We definitely need a backer because
Yeah, we do.
depth wise.
I agree. A backer, a free safety, and I could see a right tackle.
Right tackle.
Yeah, and an edge, defensive end.
Yeah.
Feel that
Another
edge.
edge guy.
But I mean,
I would pick up one of those vets. There's
Yeah.
Calais Campbell. There's Ngakwe. There's a couple other guys out there.
Yeah, there is.
But I guess they got Bryant, so I don't know.
Like you said,
Austin
maybe
Bryant.
a tight end maybe in there if you want to take a flyer. Those flyer dudes I take. Outside linebacker, I take a 3rd round flyer on one. Tight end, I take a 3rd round
I'll tell you something right now. I don't see it happening. But if he drops to 99, they better run to the fucking podium and take him. Is that Sam Laporta kid, the tight end out of Iowa? If that kid drops to 99, you run to the podium and take him.
The who?
His name is Sam Laporta. He's a tight end out of Iowa.
Don't worry. I'll be on there with you, vet. Don't worry. Let me do my little research on. I got a little bit of time.
I've been looking at tight ends like crazy just
I
because
bet you have, vet.
I've wanted a second one for probably 3 years now.
Who?
I've wanted a number 2 tight end for probably 3 years now. So
yeah.
every draft I fucking
Been
look
on
at
that
tight
shit.
ends.
I said to get Kyle Pitts at 3. These motherfuckers thought I was
You're a
crazy.
fucking idiot.
No.
I got him at 3.
I don't think Kyle Pitts. No, not at 3.
Yeah, he would have.
Tripping, man.
He just went 1 pick later. Fuck.
You would trade up fucking 3 picks. You don't want to trade 3 picks for a quarterback? We'd trade up 3 picks for a fucking tight end?
I'll tell you
Fuck outta
this
here.
much.
He do a lot more than the fucking quarterback we fucking got.
Look. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this much. Kyle
You just
Pitts,
didn't want a quarterback getting taken because of Jimmy. That's all about.
Hey, Womack, you know Kyle Pitts wouldn't have gone in the top 5 if we didn't trade up, right? The only reason Kyle Pitts went to Atlanta at 4 is because we took Trey Lance. They wanted Trey Lance.
Well, he could have went to his ass in Atlanta and done nothing like he's doing with us. So.
But they ended up getting Desmond Ritter, so.
He's fucking weak, I think.
Think so?
Yeah, I don't see.
But at least they got him in the 4th round.
He's got like talent.
Right?
I mean, he does have talent, but I don't know.
Yeah, but they got him in the 4th round or some shit like that, right? Or 3rd? I can't remember where they got
something
him.
like that.
He's got like he's raw, but I mean, I don't know. I don't see much out of him. I'll take Jordan Love over him for sure. Jordan Love don't get no love.
Well, you might get some love now. Aaron's fucking out of there, so.
We'll see. It's up to the Jets to come to the table and.
Yeah, that shit still hasn't happened.
I read today the Jets want to give them a second, but Green Bay said no. We want at least a first.
Oh, we have a Leonardo sighting.
You think so, Leo? At 99, they're taking a linebacker?
Yeah, well, I mean.
If you look at it, like I said, 99, 101, 102. So even the linebacker we want at 99, we could take something else and still get that same linebacker.
Yeah, I would, I'm with that. But I think for sure we need to get a linebacker. I don't know if it's more pressing than safety, but I think it's a little bit more, a little bit more pressing than.
Because after this year, the reason I say safety so much, because after this year, I could see Deshaun Gibson finally retiring.
Yeah, so that's a good move. I mentioned that too.
There was some talks. He was thinking about retiring this year or something like that too. Mm-hmm. So,
and at his age, if he gets hurt,
exactly,
he could groom him for 6-7 weeks and then take. He could take over.
We need a free safety for the future.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that's young, just like Hufanga, and let our safeties grow together.
But this
but he's got to be the coverage guy because Hufanga is not the coverage guy.
He's not the coverage guy.
He's a playmaker and he's a hitter, but coverage-wise, he lies.
Y'all try to kill me for that.
Even though until the last week of the season, until week 18, Hufanga led the team in interceptions.
Yeah, and then
Gibson had 2 in week 18 and ended up with 5.
But he was giving up some big plays, though, Hufanga. I mean, I'm not saying he's bad or anything, but, he has some room to grow to make some improvements.
He shoots that trigger a little too early sometimes.
Yeah, he's too aggressive.
I think he'll get better. I mean,
he will.
Instincts. He's going off raw instincts right now. I think and
working with Polamalu, I think will help him out over time too.
Well,
and D'Amico, I know everybody loves D'Amico, but we gave up more big plays this year than I can ever recall in the last 5 years. And
we did.
I didn't like that aspect of it.
We did.
Big plays like 40-yard passes and
right.
I didn't like that, but
The only
we'll
thing I
see what
liked
Wilkes
about
brings to the
Nico
table.
was he what you call it? He made decent adjustments.
Y'all
So-
think
Y'all think
Oliver's our starting nickel?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I do.
I think he's
corner,
improved.
feel
I think
like
he's an improvement over Jimmy Ward. I think honestly, if he can stay healthy.
he might even look. His
His stats last year, I
I
seen somebody post them on Twitter. I don't know. I can't give the credit because I don't remember who
He
it was.
was.
But
I know.
he was better than Jimmy Ward on stat wise.
I know
in the
as far as the run game goes, he was a top 5 run defender in all defensive backs in the NFL.
I think he gets that.
I think
other
he had
side.
more picks than Jimmy Ward and a
No,
lower completion.
No.
Yeah, he did.
no, he didn't. He
No?
only had 1 interception, and that was in the game when we played Atlanta.
Oh, okay. I thought he did.
That throw James tried down the sideline and got intercepted. That was Oliver.
That was on him. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was Oliver. That was his only interception last year.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
He picked off the Raiders quarterback.
There you go. But I think that Oliver might end up taking that other spot. Honestly,
No, I think right
You think
now
he's
they're
gonna take a
locked-
starting job?
might.
Yeah.
No, I think
No,
they're
he's
locked
gonna be
in
a slot
with
corner.
Lenore.
He'll be a
I
slot
think
corner.
they're locked in with Lenore right now.
I mean,
They'll
and
probably
then-
draft another. They'll probably draft somebody to put some heat on Lenore. And
They
then
could.
I think Oliver was just for the slot.
Now,
Strictly
what
for
I
the slot.
want to see is Lenore start the season like he ended it.
Yeah, they're
If
pretty
he's-
good. He did
If
decent.
he starts the season like
He
he
had a good
ended
playoff
it,
run.
yeah, he looked
Yeah,
really
he
good.
was
in
solid
playoffs.
in the playoffs. He was making plays.
He had a good
Yeah.
playoff rate. Seemed like he was
It
getting
was
better. and better.
goddamn.
We were on his
Travarius-
ass, but he proved us wrong. I mean,
It was,
he
it
showed
was
us
damn
up.
Travarius Ward in that Seattle game that was getting fucking rocked.
Charvarius was
Ooh, he
disappointing.
got rocked.
Second half of the season, man.
Who, especially in that Seattle game.
It was right after he got lit up by Mahomes. He kind of just he
But I
was
can't-
never really
I
the
keep
same.
telling you,
anymore.
but
To
I
be
don't
honest with you, I don't think Ward should have played in that Kansas City game. He wasn't even
He
all
was
the way
hurt,
healthy
yeah.
yet.
What do you have, a hammy?
No, he had a
No, it was a groin,
Oh,
and
one-
he,
yeah,
came back a week too early.
And I don't think he recovered from that injury this season. Call me
Right.
crazy.
That
if
could
you
be-
want,
that
but
could
I
be a
don't think
fact.
he- I don't think he
That's
recovered
what I'm
from that
saying.
injury.
I
think he played
think
with that the whole year.
Yeah,
honestly.
I think he came back too soon.
That's
Because-
true.
Because
That's
them
fair.
first few weeks before he got injured, him and Mosley they looked like
Oh,
you
yeah.
you can do nothing
No.
on them.
No,
You know what I mean? I was like, God damn, like I didn't seen the secondary that we had.
But who were our opponents though? We were playing some bums, weren't we? Broncos, Bears.
Yeah, but they were throwing at him and no one was getting shit.
They didn't have shit though to throw at. Who the fuck did the fucking
yeah.
Bears got? Pettis? What is this? Some fucking spam? Fuck outta here.
yeah, that's some spam
trying to do.
bullshit.
They're
They want to
trying to get us
offer a
to-
promotion of your channel
Oh.
viewers.
I'd like to
followers.
offer you to kiss my
chatbot?
fucking ass.
It's gonna be our marketing.
I'd like to offer you to kiss my fucking ass.
coming from
Fuck
Twitch.
you.
Chatbots. Get the fuck out of here.
It's our Twitch guy.
Oh,
It's our Twitch
Oh
marketing.
shit!
Yeah.
I forgot we were on Twitch. Why'd you put it on Twitch?
Because I didn't have your Facebook. So
Okay, all right. Good,
Oh.
good call. Good audible.
so
I gotta log back in, I guess.
yeah.
But,
So, that was it. But yeah, I don't think
yeah.
he recovered from that
I
injury.
mean, you
at
know,
all.
look, we could sit here and nitpick the secondary all we want, but yet we led the league in interceptions.
Yeah, he did the thing. But no, but after look, he had a rough outing against DK, but other than that, he did pretty good. He did solid against the fucking Eagles, Travarius I'm talking about.
But I mean, if you look at it, DK was looking to get some get back because
He shut his ass down in that fucking first
Boy,
game. He was on his ass.
Ward had DK crying like a baby on the sidelines.
Yeah.
There was a game though. He had a bad playoff game, didn't he? Was it the
Who?
Cowboys?
Ward?
Yeah.
No,
No,
Seattle.
it was Seattle.
In Seattle.
Oh yeah, he got
He
hit up
got
a little bit.
toasted.
Didn't he give up some shit in the Cowboy game too?
Not really.
No.
I thought CD had a big play. Who was that on?
I mean, what? CD had one big play? I mean, it's the Cowboy game. Dak gave that game away just like he did the last year we played them.
Dude, the last play of that shit, I don't know who the fuck drew
This
that
was
shit
classic.
up. I don't know who the fuck. and-
Mike McCarthy. What do you mean you don't know who drew that shit up? Weak ass Mark McCarthy drew that
No,
shit
what
up.
I'm
I don't
He's
think it
fucking
was
trash.
I don't
he
think it
didn't
was
tell
Mike
nobody what-
McCarthy. I think it was their OC, Kellen Moore.
Nah, I don't think so. Kellen Moore is actually good. McCarthy is trash.
You
I
think
mean,
McCarthy
I don't
do
know. We
that?
don't know,
Don't
but
tell nobody what the fucking play was though.
You're going to put Zeke at center, and then he gets fucking
get
wrecked.
him
He
blasted,
got steamrolled.
and then you get the receiver fucking rocked too.
And before he had a chance to react, he got his shit cleaned.
Like, how you get that was the plan. We'll just throw it to him. We'll just get both these
We're
guys.
going to try
fucked up.
some trick shit bullshit.
Both of them get fucked up. Like, that's how that worked. That was the last play of the game. I was like, oh my goodness, that was the most hilarious shit.
Right.
Like, that's probably like the worst play ever. I was like, I put it up there with that
I
Colts
think
fucking.
I think it's the greatest
shit.
play ever. Anytime you see Dallas and funny shit happens, I'm all for it.
no, that other play, the Dak slide that was fucking better.
Oh, that was horrible.
That was even worse because they actually had a legit chance. That was just some Hail Mary bullshit on the other one, but that they probably had a better shot of beating us or at least tying it.
And that pissed me off because they shouldn't have had that chance. That bullshit defense we were playing kept letting them get big chunks. And that was irritating the fuck out of me. I was getting hella mad.
Yeah, that was D'Amico.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, that was the thing with that prevent shit.
What
And that's
the
the other
fuck?
thing that I had with that dude is he would fucking on 3rd and 3, the motherfucker would play 7
7
yards
off.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Yeah, and he didn't really like to let the corners get physical and jam much.
Right.
It seemed like.
But I think that's what Wilkes, and you talk about what Wilkes does. Wilkes
Well, you
is
got to look.
DB
Wilkes
dude.
is a
He's
DB guy.
Yeah, so he's going to get up there and pressure these dudes.
And that's another thing where I think some of our DBs like Lenore and
Charvarius, he's a press dude.
and
So if
some
he's
of the
gonna
other
get up there-
guys can hone their game and take a step forward too.
Yeah. He's going to know better than to fucking play off fucking 7 yards on fucking.
But yeah, I don't
32.
think I really don't
those
think I don't think in the draft we're taking 11 players. We don't have room for 11 players on this fucking roster.
So trade up.
We probably will trade up, or I mean, we don't need to trade back because that'll get us more picks. That's just dumb.
Depends who's there. But, every draft, they got a lot of them dudes trickle out,
Yeah.
Dudes with first round grades. You won't get them to like,
This guy.
I'm everywhere tonight. You won't get them to like late second, mid third. So there'll be a lot of value out there, especially this draft. I think there's a lot of good players, secondary wise. This draft, I believe this draft is pretty strong in the secondary.
Now, do you guys believe? Because I've heard some other content creators and stuff say that going into this draft, one of our needs is wide receiver. I don't believe that.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think one of our needs is
Late.
wide receiver.
I could see late. I wouldn't say like
Camp body or
top
something.
3 or 4 picks. Well, because we don't know about Juwan Jennings next year, right? Isn't he going to possibly dip out?
Well, yeah, but you can get one next year then. If that's
Have
the
no
case.
clue.
You
I
worry
got
about
to dip
that
out,
next
guys.
year.
Hold it down.
All right, we'll go
right.
dip.
For sure. Right on,
Go
Vet, for
dip.
coming on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can get the hell out of here already. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not sure about the.
But you could. I mean, you could do that anyway. Then we can get someone in the right in next year, and we have a first. So
Right.
but
But
I think-
we also, since Jennings works the slot a lot, I mean, we still got Danny Gray who could come
you
in
got
and
Danny
do
Gray.
that.
Yeah, you still got that.
And with his speed, and he actually plays at a 4.2 speed when you turn the
Yeah.
tape on and watch,
Yeah,
he'll give a lot of DBs problems.
yeah, and he'll open up that middle, so you have more room
Yep.
for Kittle to go in there, and then
Debo with his in cuts that he likes to do all the time.
for sure. And yeah, I mean, it's just look. I'm not worried about the receiver aspect.
Yeah,
of
I'm
it.
not either. That's why I was thinking that's one. If we don't draft one in this draft, that's not going to be something I
We're not hard
even
pressed.
mention.
Yeah,
It'll
we're
be
not
like,
hard
oh, we didn't draft a receiver. Let's fucking talk about it. No.
Nah, it's. I mean, if you want to get one like in like that 6th round pick that we
Yeah.
got, if you want to take a flyer on someone just because, you know what I mean, you could do that. But I don't think we're hard pressed to get someone like even from 3 to 5. I don't.
Here's
think.
a question. Do you think we should draft a fullback and start thinking for the future? Because I'm not sure how much longer use check has.
Well, besides, he stayed relatively healthy
Well,
through
yeah,
his whole
he
tenure here.
did,
So
but fullbacks and running backs don't have top shelf. They don't have the life expect. Not everybody's a Frank Gore.
yeah, but he's see the only reason I say no is because we don't line up in that power eye. We don't really do
21
a lot of
personnel.
that heavy. We ain't running, yeah. And if we do run 20, 25 times, we single back, split back type shit like that. You know what I mean? It's not like we're pounding them to the ground. You know what I mean? It's not like he's going
Right.
in there just taking on linemen, linebackers, full strength. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And I have noticed with
So
CMC here that Kyle's gone to way more exotic schemes in the backfield. Like I even saw some times where goddamn Kittle was lined up in the
yeah,
backfield
we
with
should have done more of that.
CMC.
We should have done more of that shit. I
Yeah,
think we were
it
talking
throws
about that.
people way the fuck off.
Yeah, we were talking about that on here during the season, especially a little while after we got CMC. We're like, dude, you gotta do something because with all them weapons, Kyle was still calling like some bullshit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like, what are you doing? Like
there's times he gets way too ahead of himself and he tries getting cute, and it's like, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. Just call the game.
Yeah.
And we're gonna score the points.
And it'll be good. Yeah. You fucking overthink yourself. And so yeah. So
this will get them. No, it won't.
So
Stop
that
it.
I don't think. Although I do with our first rounder, thank God that we're gonna get next year. I do believe at some point we got to get a replacement left tackle because Trent's
yes. I want to see the future at left tackle.
Yeah. So I think at some point, maybe as far as the first round next year, I think it will be left tackle.
And as far as D line goes, yeah, we've addressed it in free agency and stuff like that, but we also have some guys we didn't get to see last year, like that Kalia Davis kid.
Yeah, you got Kalia. Yeah, for sure, Kalia Davis.
There's people inside the organization that think he can be another DJ Jones. He can have that type of impact.
Maybe. I mean, he essentially redshirted. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and he's built like DJ.
Yeah, is he wide body? Because that's what we were missing.
Yeah, he's.
I think he's pretty leaky up the middle.
I think he's like 6'1" or 6'2", wide body guy.
Wide body though, right? Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. And if you do that, look, if you get someone that's space eater like that, which I don't know why we haven't drafted or signed someone with that, in mind, like DJ Jones. Our defense played better when you had that space eater.
Right.
All that's going to do is if you command the automatic double team up there, someone's going to get singled. Bosa, and now we got Hargrave. I mean, who's going to handle him one-on-one? You know what I mean?
Nobody.
Yeah, who's going to handle Bosa like on the edge? You know what I mean? Could chip him.
Bosa will have less double and triple teams this year.
And Drake Jackson, like we said, for whatever reason, I don't know why they didn't play him in the playoffs. But
I don't know. I don't think
they're talking about you hit that rookie wall, but I
don't think it was a rookie wall. I think some people were mentioning that he'd get winded in games, so his stamina wasn't where it should have been.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you also got to remember the coaching staffs he went through at USC had this dude's body all fucked up. Sometimes they'd want him playing hand in the dirt, 260 plus as a straight D lineman. They got another coaching staff on defense in that wanted him to play stand-up backer at like 240, 250.
Yeah.
So his body weight was up and down all over the damn place.
Yeah.
So he had to get used to being in an NFL weight room, getting the body exactly where they want it. What's going to be his best rush weight at in the NFL?
Yeah, because he didn't seem when he was in there and he was pressuring quarterback. He seemed like he was getting fine. That's why I thought he was better suited to actually come in against Philly and defend that style.
I agree, but I think we'll see more of him this year.
Yeah, I think they end up starting because I don't know anyone else on that end. You already lost Sampson, right? You lost,
right?
We lost a couple players. Menahue, you know what I mean? So it's only right.
I think he will, and I also think Kasarik has a bigger say than people think in that defense.
Yeah.
Because before they hired Steve Wilkes, they had to sit down and talk with Chris Kasarik if he was going to be okay with Steve Wilkes coming in.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that conversation was had. So yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But
At the same time, though, I mean, it's he gets everything out of his players. And you just give him players, he'll do something with them.
Yeah, he knows how to develop.
Yeah, for sure. And you know who else? And I hate to say it, but Tom Sulu is actually a good D-line coach. You know what I mean?
I don't hate to say it. Tom Sulu was one of the best D-line coaches in the NFL. Period.
So he got a lot out of the players.
But that's where he needs to stay D-line. Don't ever try head coach.
Oh yeah,
again.
don't.
Fuck that.
Take that shit to NFL Europe like you did before.
Yeah, take that shit to the XFL. Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly, but
no,
as long as you have those guys, for sure. Yeah, I agree with that. So yeah, man, I just this year is I don't know if we're completely done with free agency, but I know this draft is coming up. Like I said, we got 11 picks. We're not going to keep all of them. Like you said, I don't think we got enough room. It's going to be a lot of maneuvering going on. I think by the end of this draft, I think we might have, we got 11 picks. I think we'll probably have about 6 high-quality players.
Yeah, I could see that. And the crazy thing is, after the CMC trade, we were looking at 4 draft picks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For this draft. We got 7 comp picks this year.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And this probably
more next year.
And more next year. And I think that's another reason why we're probably not as active in free agency. You don't think they know that?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's why when people made a big deal about the package we sent for CMC, we're looking at it like, shit, that's 2 or 3 comp picks. Okay, we get them back already.
Well, not only that, look what look at the value of where it was. We finished fucking in the championship. So they're all low picks. It's not like we finished fucking the top 10 worst fucking teams, and those are all high picks. Those are all it's damn near early third. Then thirds is early fourth. You know what I mean? It's
right. So we end up getting a free kicker.
Yeah. How many more Panthers we're gonna get? This is fucking that one.
And the reason I say we got a free kicker is because they sent us a 7th, we sent them a 7th, so we swapped picks, and they sent their kicker, whose contract has 0 guaranteed money.
And that's in 2 years too. Those picks, right? 2025, I believe, is
yes,
what it was.
7th rounders.
So I don't know so what does that mean? Essentially nothing.
No, we just swap picks. That's it. We take their place, they take our place. That's
but who knows where the fuck we're gonna be at? Who knows where those places are? That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Who gives a fuck?
And that's why I'm saying we got a free kicker, because the picks cancel each other out.
Yeah.
So essentially, we gave you nothing for your kicker.
Now, the only thing I don't like about that is I would have rather took a flyer on one of these top-notch college kickers than this dude. Now, granted, I know he has experience. He's got a big leg, but he's coming off a fucking, a quad injury?
Groin injury, I heard.
Groin, right?
Yeah, I think that's what I heard. I'm not 100%. I just know it was bad enough to keep a kicker out all season. Well, that could be a broken fingernail. So yeah,
exactly. But it was, let me see. I think it was the last half of 2021 and all the last year. I think he was injured. So you're already a year and a half already out. You know what I mean? He could be rusty. I know he got a big leg, but a lot of people, a rookie don't have experience. Well, neither does this dude. I don't think he's even been in the playoff game kicking.
Well, neither had Robbie Gold until he got with us.
Well, he's been in the playoffs before, hasn't he? With Chicago. Ooh. Chicago hasn't been in the playoffs in his whole tenure there at all.
I don't think so, because I could have sworn I heard he had never kicked in the playoffs until the first time he went with us.
Well, he didn't miss nothing, so.
No. Now, I'm wondering what the hell Robbie Gold wants in a contract, because I heard we have an offer on the table. He just didn't accept it.
He was, who fucking knows?
He probably wants to be the highest paid kicker ever or some shit.
Well, you missed too many kicks, easy ass kicks in the regular season to be the highest paid fucking kicker.
Didn't he have like 2 blocked this year?
2 blocked. He had like 2 wide rights.
Yeah,
Fucking
he missed
some
too
short
many easy
distances.
ones.
Yeah, too many. You know.
And his leg ain't what it was. He can't even do kickoffs.
Yeah. So yeah, you're not getting top kicker fucking money. But that's what I'm saying. I'd rather get one of these top college dudes
Oh yeah,
now.
no, I agree.
But whatever.
Hey, you know what? We still could. Because like I said, that kicker we got from the Panthers,
No guarantee money, you said, right?
no guaranteed money. In the end, he could just end up being competition in camp if we do pick up one of these young kickers out of college.
Mm-hmm.
And with no guaranteed money, okay, get the fuck out of here. You're owed nothing.
Yeah, but I think I might take a flyer. I might even take a flyer on the kicker. Why not? Right? Fuck.
7th round or so. Yeah.
What would it hurt? Not a fucking.
I mean, we have like 3 7th round picks. Fuck it.
Yeah. Why not? But yeah, like I said, when it's all said and done, I think probably around 6 in high quality, which I means maybe a high 3rd round, and
maybe 1 or 2
maybe an early second. A late second, maybe.
Maybe 1 or 2 of them could slide into a starting role somewhere if we need it, and the rest could be really, really high backups.
Yeah. So, because I don't think we're in any. We're not in. We need starter mode now. Starting next year, I think we're gonna have to start looking that way.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. There's things we could do with contracts to bring the cap down. Like Ayuk, we give him a long-term deal. That takes a lot of his cap space away. Because his 5th-year option's paying him over $14 million.
Yeah, and I was going to bring up. You said it too. So they're talking about they're going to pick up his 5th-year option, which was smart. I've always thought they would have.
Yeah,
right?
They should.
Yeah,
he's only gotten better each year.
Yeah, you could have done that with Bosa too. I mean, play him on an option if you wanted to. You know what I mean?
Right, but they don't
stretch
want
out his extension.
They want to sign Bosa because if you look at it right now, this year and next year we can keep Bosa's cap hits low. Well, this year he's still playing on his rookie.
Yeah.
So my guess would be next year and the year after you could get the lower cap hits on Bosa with the huge sign-in bonus.
Well,
and this year is already in this cap, so we don't got to worry about that.
Well, the thing is, I think what I think will end up happening is because let's see, 19, 20, 21.
Look, it more goes by the guaranteed money.
So this year will be his actual 5th year. So they are going to pick up his options. So I think sometime during training.
No, this ain't his 5th year.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. 2019, he was a rookie.
Yeah. We're in 23. We're in 21. We're in 23, vet.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we're in 23, vet.
So yeah,
I think training camp wise, just like they do with everyone else, just like they do with
it'll
be
in the summer. Warner. It'll be late summer sometime.
Yeah, just out of nowhere, midweek during training camp somewhere. Here you go. Here goes fucking 150 fucking million over 5 years, whatever.
Bosa's the highest paid in the NFL. Well, no shit.
Yeah. And I said that last year, and before this year, he was starting. Oh my God, what's gonna happen with Deebo? I was like, Deebo ain't going no fucking where because for once he's still on his rookie deal. He got no leverage, and they ain't gonna fucking trade his ass. So I don't think
Ayuk's going anywhere either.
No, because
I think we'll get a long-term deal with them. We're just picking up. I think what they're doing right now is picking up the 5th-year option to buy themselves some time to work out a deal.
Of course.
And it'll lower that cap hit in the end.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if we extend Bosa this training cap and somewhere mid-season, depending on how Ayuk's playing, then he's gonna get that extension.
Yeah, they've been talking that this is the year we want to extend Bosa.
Yeah.
He's gonna get paid.
Well, I think Bosa's gonna get paid by training camp for sure. I don't think they even wait for the 5th year to fucking negotiate with him. I think he gets signed this year. But I'm saying that the surprise thing I'm saying is I think they're going to extend Ayuk because his 5th-year option is next year.
I could see that.
Is in 2024. So they probably want to lock him up right now. Now I have to worry about it.
Don't let him get another 1,000-yard season because then the money goes up.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe mid-season if he's having a fucking decent year. All right,
Yeah.
let's go. Before you even hit that mark, we
Yeah.
already know you're trending. Fucking get in there.
You get that back-to-back 1,000-yard season, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
Your money's
it's done.
going up and up, and then we're going to have no
It's done
choice
so.
but to release him or trade him.
Yeah. So that's what I think that's going to happen. Both of those are going to get signed out of nowhere. Just you watch, Vic. Remember, you heard it here first. You heard it here first. Nah, maybe you didn't. Maybe someone else said it, but that's just what I think. That'll be the smart thing, right? I think so.
Yeah, I think so because, like I said, with that 50-year option, he'd be making over $14 million.
Mm-hmm.
So if we did sign him end of this year, mid-year sometime, it lowers the cap hit for next year, going into next year.
Sure.
Because we can control the cap hit then.
Mm-hmm.
But with the 50-year option, you can't control it because it's a set number.
Exactly. And it's top. Is it top 3 or top 5? I think it's top 3, right? Or
I
top
guess
5?
it goes off. Well, if it's 14.1, my guess is it's a percentage of the top 5.
Top 5, right?
Because the top 3 are making over 20 a year, aren't they?
It's the average. It's the average of the top. It's either the top 3 or the top 5. I think that's what.
If it's top 3, he'd be closer to 20, I believe.
Is that well? Okay, so it might be.
Who are the top 3 highest paid receivers?
Don't do that to me right now, man. It's too late for that shit. It's too late for that shit, man. I can't do that. So, I don't know, but I don't know. Cup maybe. Cup got extended. Fucking.
I have no clue.
I can't. God damn you, Vet. All right, let me look at this.
I'm just
Real
trying to
quick.
think. I was just thinking out loud.
Yeah. Whatever. Let's see. All right, so Tyreek averages 30. Devontae averages 28.
Ooh.
DeAndre Hopkins 27. Oof.
Yeah, there's no way it could be based off the top 3 averages. No fucking way.
Yeah, so it's Tyreek, Devontae at 28, DeAndre Hopkins 27, Cooper Kupp 26, and AJ Brown at 25. God damn.
Damn,
and then
even
you got
the top 5. How's that?
Yeah, that's top 5. And then shit, it gets better. And then you got Stephon at 24, and then right below him is DK at 24, and then you got Debo at 23.
Yeah.
So let me see what the let me see what the salary is for. Let's see what the salary is for the 5th year.
14.1. I think it's 14.1.
So it's the average of the 3rd to 25th highest paid salaries.
So you go from number 3 to 25?
And that's
14.1 million's the average from 3 to 25? Oh my God. Yeah,
so
get him locked up long term now. Get him now. Holy shit.
So there you go. That's
from
it.
3 to 25, and the average is still 14.1 at wide receiver.
Yep. So let's hold on.
That's
nuts. Just for shits and giggles. Let's see.
That's not Bosa's would probably be like 28, 29 if it's 5th year.
Yeah.
But that's insane for a wide receiver.
Okay, so that's not saying. Let me see. Let's see what this shit is. 5th-year options. Yep, 14.1.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. So get them now.
Yeah.
Get them now, Parag. Do whatever the fuck it is that you do. I don't know what the fuck you do, but
right.
You better do something. So that's what it is. I don't know, man. So that seems to be it. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to this draft. I'm looking forward to us. I think everything will work out. Like I said, not a big Lance fan, but I do think he needs to start this year. And I say play him through. You know how I feel about this dude. I'm not a Lance guy, but just given what it is, Brock ain't gonna be ready. He won't be ready for
Not
week 1. I
training
don't
camp.
think. Not training camp. Not even week 1.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be ready week 1.
And you can't. And even when he's healthy, you can't come in, regardless how Trey's playing, unless Trey's like really fucking up.
Yeah,
and be like, come in like, all right, Trey's 5-2, week 7,
right.
and be like, okay, thanks, Trey. Brock's
No,
you
can't do that. No. The way I'm looking at it, if Brock was healthy, it needs to be a camp battle. Mm-hmm. Best quarterback wins, gets out there on the field.
Sure.
Trey starts week 1.
Mm-hmm.
If we're winning and Trey is not playing bad, Brock, sorry, bro, you got to keep your ass on the bench.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just bring him in whenever he's healthy and be like, here you go, regardless of what Trey's doing. No.
You can't give him the keys back.
Yeah.
You need to see what you have in Trey Lance first.
Yeah, at least.
Period.
And I say ride it out. Let Brock heal this year from this shit. Because he's 7th rounder. It's not like he's going anywhere, right? Unless you fucking trade him. And you get to see if Trey is worth, keeping around, or if he ain't worth the fuck, maybe a 3rd rounder, someone to get him. Because like I said, if Trey sucks and you're trying to get him off, you're not going to get 1st rounders out the fucking window. Right. I think it's out the window now. I don't know what the fuck Nip talking about. But I don't think you're getting a 1st rounder for him now. Maybe some team gets desperate, maybe, but I don't think so. 2, you might be able to swing a 2 for him, but I think right now the range would probably be a 3rd rounder somewhere.
No, you're not getting a 1.
No, right now, no, not even.
No. There's no way.
I don't think you get a 1 at all. No. Now if he plays good, you might get a 1, but why would we trade him if he's playing good, right? So it
makes no sense. Right there.
Yeah. So either way, you're looking at a 3 for Trey.
But I will say this. I mean,
we're gonna see.
Either way, in a couple years, we still have Brock and we still have Lance.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be some decisions that need to be made of which one to pay, which one to trade.
Mm-hmm. And also nobody, and regarding Trey, because I know he's such a hot, subject right now. Everyone's opinion about him right now is neither right or wrong. That's for everyone who hates Trey, everyone who likes Trey. Nobody at this point's right or wrong still.
You don't know what you got in him.
Yeah, nobody knows nothing. Me, I don't think he's worth a shit. You think he's fucking good. I'm not right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm not right.
We got to see.
Whatever.
we got to see. They need to play him.
But this is definitely going to be the year where we're going to find out this year for sure. Yeah. I think we're going to find out for sure what it is.
Got to play him.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's got to play. Give him that. He's had a few injuries. Okay. Let's see. Now, if he gets injured again, I'm telling you, I don't think he's trending that way towards being injury prone, but he's not there yet. I think if he has another significant injury, then he'll be labeled injury prone, and then you're gonna get prone, and then maybe hi Sam.
But it's also going back. It's also going back to I don't want to see this dude do 17 designed runs a game either.
Yeah, I mean that was stupid anyway.
That's dumb shit.
Look, even that Chicago game, we were watching the game. I was at my buddy's house, and we were like, look, the way he was getting hit, the way motherfuckers was landing on him, the way he was getting, just running into motherfuckers, I was like, dude, this ain't gonna last at all. And sure enough, where that first game, him taking all them hits had anything to do with him getting injured in Seattle, it inevitably fucking happened. And everyone could see that shit. You saw it coming. We saw it coming. We knew it was going to eventually happen like that if you kept doing what you were doing.
I mean, if you look, I just read today that Buffalo's head coach came out and is worried about Josh Allen.
Yeah.
He said, Josh is taking too many goddamn hits. We need to find a way to keep him from getting hit so much.
You got to fucking actually let him play quarterback. That's how he's stopped from getting hit.
But Josh ain't that type. Josh Allen ain't that type of dude. He's just going to take off and run and try to run people over.
Yeah, well.
I mean, we've seen it since he's been in the NFL. That's what he's done.
Yeah. But even he had a UCL strain, right? Or sprain or something or another.
Yeah, he had something wrong with his arm last year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His elbow.
His elbow. Yeah. So, I mean, there goes that. But I don't know. But a lot of these running dudes are gonna have to. Mahomes ain't a runner, right? Like he's
See,
still a fucking
see,
pocket
I
passer.
don't.
He's not a designed runner like that.
I don't mind designed runs. I don't like design quarterback runs that are fullback dives
Right
up
into
the
there.
middle. Run them to the outside
Yeah.
where it's safer.
But that's where Lance got injured, was on the outside.
No, it wasn't.
He didn't
He
run him
went right
inside.
up between center and guard and went right up the middle.
Yeah, but he took it outside. Did I could
No,
swear
he
he took it
didn't.
outside.
No,
No?
he didn't. He went right up the fucking middle and got clocked.
All right. I gotta rewatch it. I think I still got that game. But yeah. I mean, it's just, and just the same, and just what Steve Young said. Like, look, you gotta just be a pocket passer that can fucking run. That's all you need Trey to be. And
when the play breaks down, especially if a team is playing man and you don't see someone open, that's when you take off because they got their back to you.
Sure, and that's what
And he's a big enough dude. He's got long enough strides. He could be 10 yards downfield before anybody even reacts.
Yeah, and that's the thing though too is like, I think that's why people like Brock so much, because he was in the passing from the pocket and he scrambled when he needed to scramble. And I think that's why people like it.
He would use his legs when he needed to get out of trouble.
Yeah, and I think that's what they like. And Trey, although I mean, could be a pocket passer, but he was more. And I've seen this a lot too. As soon as that one read wasn't there, he would take off a little early sometimes too, without letting the progressions go. But that's he needs to improve on. You can kind of see that he did. Even that Chicago game, he wasn't quick to take off as much as he was his rookie year. Like you can see a little strides there. He just has to work on his touch. That's all. You can't have them, 5-yard fucking 25-mile-an-hour fastballs. You know what I mean?
The receivers got to work on catching them better too.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They drop a lot of his goddamn passes. Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, they're not used to it, but you can take some off. Homer used to get pissed off at Favre for that shit. Like, why are you throwing fucking these darts right at like chill out, man. And so that's it. I just think he just got his work cut out for him, and that's fine.
Yeah,
that's what you expected. That's why I like trading up the 3, but you got him, and to give him his fair shake, like you only got 4
you
starts,
and you got to play him.
You haven't been able to show nothing because you've been injured.
Right. You have to play him.
Yeah.
I mean, even John Lynch said that last season. Mm-hmm. We don't know what we quite have in Trey yet. We have to get him out there and play him. Mm-hmm. But then he comes out at these owners' meetings and says some completely different off-the-wall bullshit. It's like, what the fuck is it, dude? Which one? Which mouth are you talking with?
Well, the thing is, even though, so this is what I think he's looking at. So even though there's only a 3-game difference in between him and Brock, excuse me, he sees the way Brock played these situations, right? He's seen the way he come in, and he's seen the way he's kind of ran the offense. He's seen how he's kind of made decent decisions, right? Fairly quick. You know what I mean? Not as quick as he kind of needs to, because obviously he wouldn't have got injured with the elbow if he would have made a quicker decision, right? So we could say that.
Maybe.
We could say
maybe
the protection. We could say the protection. Okay, blame it on the protection, but if he was a little bit more spot on to throw that, he probably could have avoided that. So, but Trey just kind of, I think that's somewhere that probably Trey needs to work on, that Purdy kind of has a grasp on, but that's 4 years at Iowa State.
Yeah, it's a 4-year starter.
What I'm saying? Yeah, so that's
in a Power 5 conference.
That's exactly, and that's what it is. So, you know what I mean? That's just all it is. And then, like I said, he looks at the pinky, he looked at the knee, and then he had the ankle. So that's where I think he's coming from. As fair, unfair as it is, that's what he's looking at.
And the next time I hear someone say, "Well, Brock only played at Iowa State," I'll be like, you know what? Why don't you go back and look at this kid's history and look at the schools he turned down?
Yeah.
Like Alabama.
Yeah. Sure.
He turned he turned down the top college program in college football as far as winning championships
You know, the
to go to
quarterbacks,
Iowa State.
because they know they're fucking quarterbacks. You got a better chance of being a good quarterback at Iowa State than at fucking Alabama.
I get that, but at the same time,
Yeah.
how many other quarterbacks, if Nick Saban's coming to recruit you, are going to say no?
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't do that.
No.
Well, I mean,
That takes some fucking nuts.
yeah. Oh yeah,
That
big
takes some
ones.
brass balls.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, Bill Belichick of college football, but I'm going
I'm
to
good. I'm going to Iowa State.
Yeah, I'm going to Iowa
What?
State. Fuck all this. So no, I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
The quarterback thing this year is going to be different.
Yeah. So this thing. So I got some that Nip sent to me over here. So Larry Krueger on his Twitter, I believe. So he says this about Trey. Larry Krueger says, "I made this prediction in February. Trey Lance will likely be traded on draft day. John Lynch says Trey's got to play. We're ready to win now. Comments at the combine only made me believe it more. After today's Purdy's the leader in this clubhouse, and we like Trey on our team right now. Comments from Lynch, I believe it that much more. I think they'll trade Trey, draft the rookie QB like a QB like Hayner, McKee, Toon, Bennett, Cunningham, Thompson, Robinson, or Hall. Me personally, I wouldn't trade Trey just to get those motherfuckers. No.
I don't think they're going to.
I don't think they are either.
I think Larry Krueger's just got Brock's nuts on his chin and can't take them off.
Yeah, probably.
Now, don't get me wrong. I like Larry Krueger's content. I listen to him quite a bit, but he was going a little overboard sometimes on some of his Brock takes last year.
It's just, fuck all that. Just look at it for what it is, dude. You just got to look at the situation for what it is.
You have to play Trey.
You have to play Trey, and Brock is fucking injured. There's no way this dude comes back and is ready to go by week 1 without no training camp and fucking rehab and doing all this shit.
I'll tell you this much. If he's the starter week 1, he's getting drug tested every fucking week. Every fucking week. There's no, but at the same time, we don't know either because he didn't have full Tommy John.
Yeah.
So how long does a partial surgery take? Because he never had the full surgery. Everybody else, they're linking him to, as far as Tommy John and that shit in his elbow, had the full surgeries.
Sure.
Brock didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a little bit of a different area right now.
Yeah, but at the same time,
but he is going to have to rebuild strength in his arm.
He needs strength.
Period. Because you're not using it, you're not working out, you're not doing anything. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to rebuild the strength in your arm.
And the amount of passes. I mean, take this if you want a little context or a little.
I mean, I'm not worried about the amount of passes. This kid's thrown more passes in college than a lot of these young NFL starting quarterbacks.
Sure, there's that. But also, like, if you want a little compare and contrast something, look what they said with Trey with his arm fatigue and shit like that. Even though he hasn't played, he had to throw passes, and that was on a good elbow.
That's what they say, but
he admitted it though. He was like, I was getting a little tired, but still, that's on a good elbow. You know what I mean? And that's for not playing for like a year and a half. You know what I mean? You can almost equate that to coming off of surgery on your fucking elbow.
Basically.
You know what I mean? So
basically.
Yeah. Just either way, Brock ain't gonna be ready. Trey's gonna be a starter. No, you ride it out. You know what I mean?
I don't think Brock's gonna be ready week 1.
Yeah. Darnold's
once I heard about it, and even with the partial surgery, I'm like, I still don't see him there week 1. I don't at all. I'm sorry. I just I can't physically see him there week 1. And if he is, then then the ownership really needs to reevaluate this coaching staff.
Yeah.
And I'm being dead serious because
Yeah.
that is putting players in too much risk
Yeah.
that they don't need to be in.
And they kind of already had that rep, right? Like for that, you know what I mean? From Mostert, you know, they tried to rush me back and try to get me on there. They're fucking,
That's what
you
he
know,
says.
yeah, that's what he says. But you know, it's out there though.
It could be out there, but
Yeah,
when's the last time he's ever stayed healthy?
he wasn't even healthy all last year.
Nope.
So there
So
goes that.
let me guess. Miami tried to rush you back too?
Well, in his defense, they did put two ass back out in the meat grinder after the fucking concussion.
Yeah, they did.
But yeah, I mean, I
Not
totally agree.
that's not Russian. That's just a lack of fucking common sense.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I think these guys are suffering from because they want it so bad. But still, it's and you know, in a perfect world, you know, we're not even talking. We're talking perfect fucking fairyland fucking world that Brock everything goes smooth. You know, no talking, no setbacks, no talk of fuck anything happens. Maybe he needs a second surgery. Something fucking didn't heal right.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? So
perfect world. Let's say the rehab 6 months. This kid won't be ready to go until August sometime.
yeah.
That's already preseason.
Yeah. You can't. You just sit his ass.
He won't be there week 1. No.
Sit his ass. I say just sit him that fucking year. You got Darnold.
And okay, 6 months, I get it. But how much longer after that is it going to take for the team doctors to clear him?
Yeah.
That could bleed into week 1, week 2, week whatever.
Sure. Yeah,
I get it. His personal doctor may say, okay, you're good. But if the team doctors don't feel he's ready or his arm's not up to where they think it should be, they're going to say no.
Yeah. And that's just what it is. That's exactly what it is, which is why, you know, all that talk of trade and trade can get the fuck out of here.
No,
we were talking about getting Lamar. Like, I would be open to that, but we're not going that route.
No.
We ain't going that route.
No.
That's you know, it's more fairy tale. Fucking
honestly, with that whole thing, I'm not saying Lamar's a bad player or anything like that at all. I honestly don't know if I will want my team dealing with his people because it seems like it's a fucking nightmare.
Well, I think he's doing it himself. I think he's representing himself in this whole thing. So I don't think he has people.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
solo dolo.
I'm gonna laugh if he gets traded and the team he gets traded to doesn't offer what the Ravens offered. And then he has to take that, and now he just fumbled the $135 million guaranteed bag.
Well, I don't think that'll happen because he has to okay all the terms of all this shit for the fucking trade. Like I said, he's his own agent essentially, so he's not gonna put himself, you know, he's not gonna fuck himself. I wouldn't think he could, but
you never know.
Yeah, you never know. So I don't know, but that's, you know, we're living with fucking Shrek and fucking Donkey when we're talking about Lamar.
Yeah,
you know, we're fucking having this conversation with Puss in Boots.
Once I heard the shit about Lamar wanting out of Baltimore, I didn't even want to look on Twitter, especially Niner Twitter. Yeah. No, that is anytime a quarterback comes available, Niners need to go get him, or they start the jersey swapping bullshit, and it's just like, stop it.
Well, I can't lie. I rattle Niner Twitter. I talk a lot of, well, mainly with Trey. I troll the Trey guys.
but that's different. It's just like the Niners got to sign every goddamn buddy. Yeah, no, they don't.
Yeah, they stupid.
Our roster's good, really good.
Yeah,
like really fucking good.
And that's what pisses me off. And I said this shit last week, and I say it's like we got this fucking puzzle. It's like a 2 million piece puzzle. We got this 2 million piece puzzle that's all fucking done, and we're missing this one piece, and we're fucking looking under the couch, looking under the fucking tables.
Yep.
We're searching for this last fucking piece of this 2 million piece fucking puzzle, and this thing is like this fucking big, and we're trying to figure out where the fuck is this thing at. That's the most frustrating thing. For 4 years, we've been looking for this fucking last puzzle piece.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's fucked up about all this. Everything else is there.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
It's fucking irritating. Oh, it's so
Yeah.
fucking irritating.
When you put it like that, it's even more irritating, isn't it?
Got a
It
championship
sucks.
fucking roster, and
Yeah.
nothing is happening.
And this one, because it's one piece that we like, and it's just, and it's funny because a lot of people have this piece, but they don't have
it irritates
the puzzle
the
ain't complete.
and the biggest thing that irritates me about that is that one piece we need. Kyle's dad won 3 Super Bowls because of Hall of Fame quarterback play.
Mm.
So it's not like Kyle doesn't know what a good quarterback is. For some reason, he just can't fucking find him.
I don't know. I don't understand it, dude.
Which is crazy because his track record shows he knows how to coach quarterbacks. The only time Matt Schaub ever threw for over 4,000 yards in his career was with Kyle Shanahan.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Ryan's MVP season, when they were 8th all time in NFL history in offense, that was Kyle Shanahan. RG3 winning Rookie of the Year was Kyle Shanahan.
You can't take it. Yeah.
So
but
his offenses know how to get the best out of quarterbacks. It's just he's not doing what he needs to do.
He's not. I don't think he's a developer because, like you said, Matt Schaub, Matt Ryan, countless others. But look, Matt Schaub
fell off after he went to Washington.
Yeah, but he had experience on him though, right? He had years on him before Kyle got to him for all those years in Atlanta, right?
But he never did shit.
I know, but he had years on him. So
okay, but still, he never did shit. Matt Ryan had years on him before Kyle Shanahan got there.
Yeah, and Matt Ryan went to the championship against us. So he'd been
before
there.
Kyle Shanahan.
Before Kyle Shanahan. Shanahan got him.
But he still never put up the numbers or had the season he did until Kyle Shanahan got there.
But at the same time, Kyle never took anyone that was – he never molded. He never – yeah, but look what happened to that. Look what happened to RG3.
I get all that, but at the same time, you can't say he never did anything. Well, in a sense, he didn't with RG because what they did with RG3 was they didn't implement their offense in Washington. They took a college-style offense and gave it to RG3.
Yeah, there it is, and he needed that. Yeah, that's another good point too. And all those offenses that you talk about, good point. YouTube user, I know who you are.
Okay, who was
Andre Johnson. He had Julio. Go ahead.
Who was the big number 1 receiver in Washington?
Fucking Deshaun Jackson. He was peaking at Washington.
Was D-Jax there when Kyle was there?
Yeah. I believe it was.
We have a number 1 receiver YouTube user.
Yeah, but he's talking.
They don't need to be big.
They kind of, I mean, look.
But Debo's tougher than most of them big dudes.
Yeah, he is, but is Debo going to out-jump a double team?
No, but Ayuk can.
Has he, though? I don't think he has.
Hasn't needed to. You haven't really seen him throw many 50-50 balls his way. Because Ayuk runs routes that are so nasty, he'd be breaking off ankles and he's wide open half the fucking time.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, if it's 4th and 12, right? No, 4th and 12. If you need 3rd and 12.
Jennings can, and I've seen him do it. He has mossed people a few times.
Yeah, he does that, but he's not breaking away. He's not making that big, he's not making that big play. Like he's not.
Ooh, Jennings? Yes, he is. He's a 3rd down monster.
Yeah, 3rd down, but he's not really. I mean, 4th and 12. Yeah, it's cool. 4th and 12. Who are you throwing the ball to?
If you're going for it on
double team, if someone's double team, you're like, I gotta get to this motherfucker. Who are you throwing it to? If you're going
for it on 4th and 12, you're a fucking clown.
Well, maybe it's gonna call for it. Them scenarios.
You're a fucking clown if you're going for it on 4th and 12. Period.
Look, no timeouts. You're fucking driving.
I don't give a fuck. Punt it.
No timeouts driving. You let me
I don't
finish.
give a fuck.
If you're inside the fucking a minute, you got like fucking 58
Punt
seconds.
it.
No, fucking punt.
I am not going on 4th and 12.
Dude, you gonna punt with 58 seconds left?
On 4th and 12, you fucking right.
You need a touchdown?
That's fucking insanity, dude.
No, man. It's insanity is punting it and giving up the ball, and then here you go. Anything can happen, and then no timeouts, nothing.
No, that's fucking insanity. But I probably gotta get off here soon. I gotta get to work early in the morning.
Yeah, no problem. He drops a lot. Ayuk does drop a lot. I will say that too. Ayuk does drop a lot of balls.
One pass that still sticks with me.
That end zone, that corner one?
Was that sick shit Brock Purdy did.
Yeah, that corner one, yeah.
Ooh.
That'd have been a fucking highlight one there.
You could not have put that ball in a better spot. And he did it while a dude was blasting him in his fucking teeth.
Sure.
He juked the first guy, and then the second dude was lighting him up.
Okay, now honestly, do you think Trey makes that same play like that?
I think he can make that throw. I don't know if he's going to run all the way.
Now. This is all.
I don't know if he's going to run all the way across the field and juke the first guy like that. But if Debo ain't the number one, okay.
Okay.
Debo may not have had the season this year, but what was it? The year before, the reason he got paid, didn't he have like 2,000 total yards and 16 touchdowns? Well, if that ain't the number one, what the fuck is?
Look, I will say,
but
I think Debo's the one, only because he that shit goes from anywhere on the field.
Right.
Take it to
say like
that's the only reason I say.
If it was like maybe a bootleg or maybe a sprint ride option or something like that, I could see Trey making a throw like that, but the way Brock did it,
yeah,
I don't know if Trey, because I don't know if Trey can throw sidearm as good as Brock can.
Yeah,
that's the thing Brock has right there. That sidearm release of his is fucking crazy.
Yeah, so they do that, and that's nothing against Trey. There's probably not a lot of quarterbacks. Actually, that would have probably made that fucking play like that.
That wouldn't have even attempted that fucking throw.
So I'm not throwing Trey under the bus. Like, look, everyone knows I'm a Trey basher, but I'm just saying, like
I said, I don't know,
but
I would need to see him play more
for sure. Bottom line is that you and I agree.
I don't think Trey needs a big body number one. He needs Danny Gray, the speed guy, down the sideline.
Someone to chuck it up to. But that's what I'm saying. I think the biggest proponent of Trey is Brandon Ayuk. More so than Debo, more so than Kittle.
Ayuk has a big catch radius. You do understand that Ayuk's catch radius is only like 2 inches smaller than Megatron's, right?
Yeah, but it's disproportionate to his body. Like what's he only like 6'1"?
6'1", but his arms are the same size as Megatron's.
Yeah, but it's easy. But it could be easier to knock down and swat at, or potentially fumble if he carries it out too far. If he has that extra stretch of a body with those long arms, fuck, that's good luck.
Ayuk has a big catch radius, though. So that one you can kind of scratch out because Ayuk does have a big catch radius.
The thing I would say with Ayuk, you just got it, boy. Get on that fucking jug machine, please. That's probably the only part of his game he got it. He's a good route runner. He knows how to gain separation. He knows.
Yeah, like like in that fucking.
And hold on to the ball. Sometimes he fumbles too. Just hold on to the ball and get on that jug machine.
In that damn Charger game. That was a filthy fucking route. Oh my god,
that route is filthy. That route period is so fucking nasty.
Yeah,
that whip route or whatever.
I've seen him run that whip route numerous times too, and he just fucks over people.
Dude, nobody can defend that. I've yet to see someone defend that route.
And he dropped that touchdown right
Yeah, it was
in
right there.
his bread. I'm like, come on, Ayuk.
Yeah,
But then he caught the next one.
yeah. So,
I'm like, ain't
look
this
at,
some bullshit?
but that's all. Look, that's all. Just take take an hour, fucking go on that jugs machine,
Right.
fucking just do a little bit,
And see
and
with Ayuk, it ain't even the whip routes. It was that route he ran when he caught the touchdown in Tampa.
mhm,
When he cooked that motherfucking dude. Oh my
yeah,
god. That Jamel Dean or whatever
yeah.
his name is, he cooked the shit out of that kid.
He fucking smoked Bradbury.
Yeah.
Fucking ate his ass, took his fucking lunch.
Yeah.
That motherfucker had like fucking 4 yards on his ass. Like he had
He's
no chance.
he stays cooking
Everybody fucking
Dallas's number one.
Trayvon
Oh
Diggs.
man.
Nothing. Yeah.
In that first playoff game, he had that boy
Yeah.
on skates all
Yeah.
game.
He didn't know what he was doing. Yeah. That's
If
the thing.
James would have thrown him the goddamn rock, he would have had 200 yards receiving that game.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. No. But yeah, it's just the thing. Just hold on to that ball because I remember that fucking catch and fumble in that fucking Arizona game on last in 21, Kittle did that shit too, but he did that shit. I think he fumbled. I don't know if he fumbled twice. Did he fumble twice? No. I think everyone's fumbling that game. But yeah, just hold on that ball, catch that ball, and just hold on to it. That's all I ask. Everything else, you're fucking good. Your speed's good. Your route running's good. Your separation, even this contested shit. Like, even there was a ball. Even when your boy Trey, I think it was against the Texans, he threw on the right sideline. Now it actually the defender got his actual hands on it, and the ball went right through his hands, and then AU grabbed it, and you got to have super fucking.
Yeah, I saw that right before the halftime.
Yeah,
when we scored.
Yeah, I mean, it went right through the DB's hands. Like it was, that would have been a pick. And
See,
then
he makes catches.
Yeah.
See, that's the issue I used to have with Jawan Jennings, but it looks like Jawan's worked on his hands because Jawan would drop the simplest shit.
Yeah.
But then you hit him on third down and he ain't dropping nothing.
And you know what I think it was? I think it was that fucking Rams game where we had that they'll win it. You're in it. You're in it.
Jawan Jennings went crazy.
Yeah, where you had them
almost 100 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Big clutch, big third down conversions, big catches, large gains, touch. Yeah,
Jawan could do that shit for you.
Yeah, he just needed if he was just a little bit faster, if he had a little more fucking get up, Jawan would probably be.
Yeah, there are times though he does beat some of those guys deep.
He does. But if he just had a little bit more, if he ate a little bit more chili, a little more fucking habanero before the fucking game.
He's a possession receiver. I'm not going to hold it against him. I still like Jawan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's the dude that you go to. That was Jimmy's dude for a minute, too. Jamesy boy.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But,
out there on the Bunny Ranch now?
Yeah. He's going to be Jamesy boy now. Bunny boy. Bunny boy Garoppolo. So yeah, man. I don't know, but I know it's getting a little late. I'm getting a little fucking tired. I know you're on the where you at? Are you on the West Coast? Where you at?
Yeah, I'm on the West Coast. I'm in Oregon.
Oregon, that's right, in Oregon.
Yeah.
Oregon.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Fucking thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate the last minute fucking drops. We always appreciate fucking guests, especially you, man. We love you over here. You one of the day ones with us, man.
I think I have been there since y'all's first episode.
Yeah, come on in. Anytime you want, Vet. Just let us know. You just gotta get us to. You just gotta get the fucking email from you or whatever. Who that? Nip brought you on? I think Nip brought you on.
Yeah, because he saw it on. I sent a message on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
The Gold Dirty Bastards Instagram.
Yeah. I'd have to get on there and see, but I'll get you on there. Let me get you locked in. You should be good.
All right.
Cool. So thanks for coming on, Vet. I appreciate it. I'm getting fucking I'm getting tired of shit.
I'll see y'all next Monday.
Definitely do. Thanks for coming on, Brody.
Yeah, not a problem.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good one, Vet. And there he is. There you have it. We had the Vet on the team. I'm gonna do a little quick hits. Do a little, few more quick hitters. We did that. Dubs. Dubs trying to hold on tight. They're trying to fucking lose it and trying to fuck up their seating. You know what I mean? Jordan Poole fucking up. I don't know what happened to it. Draymond with the fucked up turnover. There you go. There you go. Good shit, William. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you for sure. You know, we go way back. Way back. Yeah, man. So yeah, Dubs fucking trying to hold on to this shit. Hopefully you don't fucking lose it, dude, because that would suck. You know. I think we have this let me see what our schedule is looking like. Let's see, we play the Pelicans on the 28th. Let me see, are we going in this? Are we on our 5-game stretch? And yeah, so we just finished our second game of our home streak. So lost against this one though, that sucked. But we're home against New Orleans and then San Antonio. Hopefully, get those two. Maybe get the OKC at home, and then hopefully we win against either Denver, Sac, or Portland. So that's going to be a little hard. Yeah, all messed up. Not just Poole, the Warriors. You can't. Yeah, but Poole was fucking up. Let's call it for what it is. Poole was fucking up. Taking stupid shots, doing goofy shit like he fucking does. Draymond with the fucking sloppy fucking turnover. Just letting Karl Anthony Towns hit that 3. I know Nip gonna say something about that. You know, that's the fucking proponent right there, and that's the that's the Cat fucking proponent. So he's gonna say, "See, I told you we should have fucking traded for motherfucking Cat." So can't wait to hear that. He ain't here, but best believe you're gonna fucking hear it. If you won't already, he might come in here and chime in. So there that goes. So yeah, I think we got was it 3 more what did I just say? 3 more home games? Yeah, we got 3 more home games. New Orleans, San Antonio, OKC. Hopefully win those out and win at least one of those road games. I think we should be straight. So hopefully they do, because Cat bust our ass with that 3. So I was fucked up. So there that goes. And then no, I told you I don't do fucking boxing, but gotta bring it up because we had a pretty big fight this past weekend, right? So we had Benavidez versus Plant recap. So from what I hear, I haven't watched the fight, so I don't know why I'm broadcasting on this, but from what I hear, Plant started off strong. He was kind of winning the first 5 rounds, I think maybe 6, and all of a sudden Benavidez got into a groove and basically just started fucking giving him beatdowns. You know, Benavidez is a big dude. Plant not as much, so Benavidez, you know, packed a lot of power. I don't think Plant was kind of ready for that. He wasn't feeling it, and guess got his nose busted apparently. So that's that. So yeah, Benavidez ended up winning, beating Plant after months of shit talking to each other, and got in there, fucking duked it out, and that's what happened. So good shit, Benavidez. Good fucking win. And another thing, Ryan Garcia and I guess Tank fucking finally got their shit situated. And I'm hearing that they want to fucking, it's an $85 pay-per-view. Like, who the fuck is going to pay for that? Even though that is 3 good fighters. Let me see, 4 consecutive turnovers at the end with no shot. Yeah, it's fucked up, right? Stupid. Plant got planted. Oh, there he is. There he goes.
Yeah, I don't know.
What
My
up,
audio
man?
might be fucked up. I'm on the San Mateo Bridge, so
No, you're
it
good.
might be jacked up.
Plant got planted. Yeah, I mean, from what I hear, he
Yeah.
sure did get planted. Got shit busted.
Fucking Cat hit that 3. Sleo was probably hella mad.
Yeah,
He was
that's
hating.
what I was saying. I was like, you know,
You don't like taking that L to admit the fact that he was wrong, but you know it's all good. Not everybody can be like Nip. I admit when I'm wrong.
we knew that was coming. We knew that
But
was
yeah,
coming.
I mean, anytime you get a big center like that who can hit threes on this roster, he'd be a fucking menace.
Yeah.
He'd be
I
on some
mean,
other shit.
look, I mean, yeah, he sure would have. That would have been a good one, but
And rebound, block shots, like everything we're missing. But anyway, that's another tale for another fucking day. Let's get on this plant shit.
yeah,
So yeah, I took Plant. I picked Plant. I kind of knew that Benavidez was a bigger fighter, but I was a little bit impressed with Benavidez, the way he withstood the early storm from Plant. Plant was winning a lot of rounds. I know Leo's gonna be bitching that I had in a draw, but there was a couple rounds early on that were like borderline. I gave it to Plant, but me and E Major were talking.
yeah. Oh, there you go. I think it cut out.
Benavidez, and I was like, I could see that. So I can't contest anything. I said it was a draw on my scorecard, but I will say that Benavidez inflicted much more damage. So he won his rounds a lot bigger.
In the late ones too,
But
right?
I did have it. Yeah, he won. He dominated the late rounds, and he won them bigger. Like he did more damage.
Yeah.
But you can only, in my opinion, you can only score, going by the logic of scoring fights, you can only score 1 point per round unless you're going to give it 10-8. I didn't see any rounds that were 10-8 worthy from Benavidez. So, I mean, I had it a draw, but there was one round for sure that was super close, and I just gave it to Plant because I thought he barely edged it out, but I couldn't contest it. So that's why I couldn't have any issue with Benavidez winning the fight. I know a lot of people had it scored a lot more widely, but then a lot of people don't even actually score. They just go off of like
score shit.
They don't go by the actual rules where you're scoring points per round, 1 point per round, 10-9 must system. So a lot of people don't know how to score fights in general. So I don't have a problem with people complaining about me having a draw. It was a good fight though. It was what boxing needed. Two of the younger stars on the rise. Trying to get their shine on, trying to get that Canelo payday. They both left it in there. Props to Plant. He took a beating with his nose. Benavidez was catching him with some good body shots late. He was doing some dirty shit though. He was hitting him with the forearm and the elbow. The referee was not very good overall. He was letting Plant hold a lot, but he was also letting Benavidez get those forearms and a little bit elbow, some headbutts in there that weren't getting called. But props to both fighters. I didn't like Benavidez's attitude. Like he was talking a lot of like crazy shit. His pops too. But after the fight, they squashed it all, so that was cool. And both these fighters showed a lot of heart. They both, Plant didn't go out like a bitch. He was getting a beat down, and a lot of people would have just folded and kind of gave that shit in the corner and just like when they asked if you're all right, they probably would have just been quiet. He came out there and he was taking an ass with him, but he kept on coming out. He kind of reminds me of like a bigger version of Paulie Malignaggi, where he has great skill. Like he's a good 1-2. He has a nice 1-2, but he just don't have no power to keep the beasts away like Benavidez and Canelo. Ain't no shame in those two losses though.
I mean,
it's
they're
gonna be an action
top
fight
fighters.
it's gonna be an action fight when Plant gets in there, and he's gonna bring it. So I'm down to see him again. I'd like to see him against the Charlo or Andrade. That would be a nice fight because Andrade is a boxer. He doesn't have much power either. So that would be a pretty goddamn good stylistic fight.
I think Plant might even get Andrade, honestly. But we'll see.
If you're into like technical fighters, more like boxers than the boxer puncher, I think that would be a solid fight. Some people aren't into that, but I like both. I can go with the good boxers or the brawlers. I'm good either way.
Yeah.
And as for Benavidez, he showed some heart. I gave him props because I thought Plant would be able to do enough to keep him away. But Benavidez showed, he knows how to use his size. He's crafty. He has a good fucking tank. He doesn't get tired. That's for sure. And he's good at using his body. I think it's a little bit unfair. I have the gripe with not just him, a lot of people being able to weigh in so much after the fight because it looked like he was like 188 at least. Looked like he had a good 15 on Plant, but they haven't changed the rule in boxing as of yet. So you're looking at that's going to continue to happen until they change that rule. Which I did. A lot of people had a problem with that Ryan Garcia clause from Tank, but I don't have a
Yeah.
problem with it because I don't like that bulking up shit. I'm good with 10. I mean, if you're gonna fight in a division, you can't weigh within 10 pounds the next day, especially a lightweight division like that at 135, 136. And you want to put out how much fucking weight? 15 pounds, 12 pounds? Like, come on, bro. Like, that's you. Discipline yourself so you don't fucking either you're not gonna fight at that division anymore. You need to move your ass up, or you need to be fucking disciplined. But don't bitch about it and use it as an excuse already and be like, oh, he won't let me eat. Like, I don't know, man. I don't like Ryan. I'm not a Ryan guy, so I'm gonna have a natural bias against that dude. But I feel like I don't have a problem with rehydration clauses for the most part. And you signed it, so you can't bitch about it if you signed it. Like, I mean, why'd you sign it then, dickhead? And your team signed it. Your team signed off on it, so you called out Tank. Let's not get it twisted. Tank didn't go up saying, I need Ryan Garcia. I want Ryan Garcia. It was all Ryan popping that shit about how he was on Tank's dick. Like, oh, I could beat Tank. I'm going to whoop him. He's tweeting all that shit. And he's like, you know what I mean? He wanted that fight. So you got to make them concessions if you want that big fight. In this case, because I think Tank is a more proven star. You could say Tank doesn't have the big names, but he got a big name in Santa Cruz who was coming up in weight. But I mean, he's proven himself. Tank is a good fighter. Ryan, I would definitely say he's less proven. He has one good fight against Luke Campbell.
Yeah, which he got dropped. Which he got dropped.
And if he gets dropped like that against Tank, it's going to be night-night.
Well, you already know it's going to be.
But I could see a possibility where, I mean, I guess I'm just kind of all over the place. I could see a possibility where Ryan may be able to get Tank with drop him early in the fight. Because Tank can be a little slow and a little careless at times early. I could see him maybe getting like clipped, but nothing major, but like a little quick like, maybe a flash knockdown or something. I could see him knocking each other down a couple times actually. And I could see this as possibly a fight of the year candidate, hopefully.
Yeah.
But it's good to see Ryan getting in the ring, even though I don't like him. It's good to see him challenging himself, going after a big puncher in Tank. I kind of thought he might have pulled out of the fight, but, props to him for actually sticking through with it and hopefully going through with it. I mean, you never know, but I think it looks like it's going to go through. And then props to Plant and Benavidez for getting in there. We need the young lions to get in there and mix it up as fans, as a lifetime boxing fan. This is the type of shit I want to see. And when you look at the 135 to 140 weight classes, there's no reason these dudes shouldn't have already mixed it up. When you're looking at Haney and Shakur, you're looking at Ryan was there for a while, Tank, Tiafimo. These guys need to start mixing it up more. Tiafimo's moving up to 140, but there's a lot of talent there from 135 to 140 where you can make some pretty big like mega fights, and hopefully this inspires more of them. I would say this is a step under a mega fight between Tank and Ryan, just because I don't think Ryan's that good. I think he's a little overhyped, but he does have the crossover power. So, I mean, numbers-wise, you could see this as a big fight. Me and E Major had talked about this, and we thought like this could actually potentially beat out a Spence and Crawford fight, even though those are the better fighters. This has more star power in Ryan Garcia because he's all the YouTube, social media. The young breezies love him, and Tank is explosive fighter. So numbers wise, you could be looking at them beating Crawford and Spence. Even though I think Crawford and Spence is the better fight overall. So we got some exciting stuff to look forward to in the boxing world coming up. Big fights. Let's get that shit out there so the young lions take the fights and make money. Don't be afraid to take an L. Take that risk. Make some money. Make the fans happy.
Sure.
And let's get it popping. Get it popping.
You already know. Well, fucking.
Props to Planet Benavidez, though. I dropped that again. I'm not a big fan of either, but Plant gave my respect in his performance against Canelo, because he was boxing Canelo really good, and definitely earned more respect this fight. And Benavidez, I'm not big on him either, but he was a dog in there, so I give him his props on that. I still think when you look at a Canelo showdown, I think Canelo gets him. I think he has more power than a one punch power. Benavidez is more accumulation, pressure fighter, but Canelo got Plant out of there with one punch. Um, he's better technically than Benavidez, but Benavidez, he has a lot of height on Canelo, a lot of reach, so that could be a factor. But if I was picking today, if the fight happened in 6 months, or if the fight happened like September, like there have been some small talks about, I'm picking Canelo to get the dub. But yeah, Benavidez is definitely a young lion on the horizon for anybody.
Yeah, for sure. So
What's up, Trey?
That's good.
You ready to go to work?
Ready to go to work, Hogan. Go to work. All right, so yeah, I would put in the last one, what we're watching, but right now I'm fucking tired. I want to watch the back of my fucking eyelids.
Yeah, it's all good. This new
So-
shit is we're making it work, but
Yeah, I want to watch the back of my.
doing our best. Just holding it down because one of our members doesn't show up anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what's up
Not
with him.
gonna
Like I
mention
said,
their names, but it's the guy who dick rides Jordan Poole. That guy.
yeah, I don't think we're picking up his 5th-year option. I think we're gonna let him walk like Kinlaw.
Nah, we
So-
gotta keep Leo. Leo holds it down. He's a sniper. He's a sniper.
Hey,
He's
pretty good.
the easy money sniper.
I'm surprised you only took a couple shots tonight.
Yeah, he's probably drunk. He was at the Giants game, so
Oh yeah,
we'll give him an excused absence. He's out there scouting
Yeah.
for the Giants,
that's it.
scouting the Giants for GDBZ. Somebody's got to watch baseball. I bet on it. I don't watch it.
I don't even watch it.
Big
It's
bets.
fucking boring.
Let's go UConn. Let's go UConn before we get out of here. Need a little bit of some gas money. UConn,
Yeah.
make it happen. They are now the tournament favors. When I took the bet, they were it was about a week ago. They were plus 875. That's dropped now. I looked at the numbers today. They're minus 150, so they're the big favorite
Oh
of
shit.
the remaining 4, which have been a lot of upsets. There's been a lot of upsets. UConn is taking on Miami in the Final Four, and the other one is Florida Atlantic against San Diego State, Cousin Rico's squad.
There you go.
That's something to watch. I think the game's on April 1st, April Fool's Day.
There
They
you
better
go.
not make a fool out of me. I need that money. So it's been a good money time for me. So let's keep that money popping off. Get a
Money
little
time.
something on that parlay. Who's that?
Yeah.
Shmoney? Oh,
Nice.
I thought
William.
Okay,
Oh,
Bosch.
John Wick 4, huh? Yeah. I got fucking watched
I'm
that.
still halfway through 2. I'm catching up. 2's pretty good so far. Better than the first one for sure. First one was okay. I think it was just I heard a lot of people
Yeah, once you
saying
get
it was
everyone in your
great,
head,
and I can't say it was great. I thought it was good,
it's fucking
but
dope. Yeah.
two's
That shit was
two's
dope.
pretty good
Yeah.
so far.
But that's what I said though. They get progressively better each one. I know William had one,
Yeah,
2,
two.
1, 2, 1, and 3. I think what
2,
his
1,
thing
3.
was. But I got it just like they came out. 3, 2, 1. But like I said, they get progressively better. Like 3 was as sick as I thought. 3 was fucking cold. Yeah, a couple low
What's up
moments.
with
in it, but
the Kane variant
he said
whooping on
4 is
people?
sick though. Huh?
Jonathan Majors is beating people up, beating up bitches.
Oh man,
or
I guess.
females, I should say.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Allegedly, let's say allegedly.
I don't
because we
know how
the
accurate
story.
that shit is. These
That's why I said allegedly.
I'm
Religiously,
not allegedly. Yeah, I'm not shitting on women, but sometimes they kind of
no,
known
it's
to
true. I mean, there are women who
fabricate
fake
some-
it. There's men who, but
fabricate
there are
some
men who
things.
beat the shit out of women too.
Yeah, it's both sides of the coin.
Let's just say allegedly. But if it is true, it's a bad look, and you could
Very bad
possibly
look.
see him getting them replaced,
Yeah,
or them just maybe trimming down the Kang storyline and going
Yeah.
a different direction.
because I like Jonathan Majors. I think he's a good actor.
I do too. But if he's really
If he out there,
there was some, I don't know if it's true. I just seen I think it was on Instagram. I didn't really, it looked like some clickbait type shit, but it said something about directors were actually complaining about him doing some shit on set or something. I don't know. Maybe they're just pouring it on. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know if anybody, Doomzilla would know, but
Look, Holly,
since you guys aren't on speaking terms, we can't have him on the show anymore.
yeah, whatever. You can have him on show. I sent him an invite. That's on him. You don't want to fucking. I ain't no problem with it. They Hollywood. Look, Hollywood people are weird, dude. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you don't say.
Yeah, they just Chris Rock shit. You know, is the perfect example. Did you watch that Chris Rock?
I watched about half of it. I haven't finished it.
Yeah,
but it was pretty funny. I like what I seen.
He's not lying.
Yeah, there was times where he looked like a little bit, not as sharp as he was before, but overall, it was a decent performance.
Yeah,
still had some funniness to him.
Was killing it on Will Smith though.
I didn't get to that part yet. I gotta watch that shit.
Yeah, I'm still like halfway in.
But yeah, what do you think? You think see, Marvel and Disney, they I know you don't like them, but they're probably going to be, they may be a little bit more reactive and just trim down that storyline or get them out of there early, even with allegations.
Yeah, well, I don't expect anything from Marvel, anything less from Disney.
But you still watch their shit, so you can't complain too much.
Oh, of course I do. Let's see. Ezra Miller is worse than still in play. Yeah, but you know what the story is with that. I'm not even gonna say. I'm not gonna say
Ezra
nothing.
Miller's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, but there's more.
That Flash looks good though. That movie.
People is crazy. People is funny out there. They're cool.
So I don't know. I could see him trimming down Major's role or something like. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of too late to go in a different direction. I guess they could replace him theoretically. Yeah, I mean, if it's even true, but I mean, we're getting ahead of ourselves. But that's a big, because he was supposed to have a huge role, so it is some big news. He was supposed to be carrying as the villain for the next 3 or 4 years.
I still think he will be. I mean, we'll see what it is.
I don't know, bro.
We'll see what it is.
They got rid of Carano for tweets.
Yeah, well, you just gotta fall in line. That's all it is. But if he was doing that shit, then yeah, you gotta get him out of there.
No doubt.
You
know. Yeah, I haven't been watching too much anyway. Wu-Tang, I was disappointed in all these fucking Wu-Tang episodes where they.
Yeah, it's getting into that, but yeah.
Wu-Tang, the Wu-Tang show.
Yeah, how
they
you
have
like
too
it?
many of these. I didn't watch it. I don't watch those little story ones. I know RZA directed it, but I like the storyline ones. I'm not big on those imaginary fantasy world ones. It's like kind of pointless to me. If they were like 2 or 3 minutes or something like that, cool. But I don't need to see a whole episode for a shadow boxing video or whatever.
Yeah, especially look, I like Jizz's album. I don't think it need a whole episode allegory for the shit.
Yeah, I was talking to E Major about it, and he was saying, why don't they be showing like when they're making the actual albums and the process of that instead of these fucking stories and shit?
Because this is kind of what that's the metaphor though. That's what I'm saying. That's the allegory. That's what's they're taking that process and they just turn it into a.
Nah, but I want to see him actually making the albums and the inside behind the scenes shit and those stories. And you only doing a 30-minute episode. I'm sure there's many tales you could have told about each album.
Well, it kind of started out like that. Like the first season, they was doing that shit a lot, right? Like they was on.
But
the
they
studio.
were small, like little 1 or 2 minute, like little fantasy, things, or a minute 30 seconds, like just some Archie type of stuff. But these are full on episodes, and I can't get down with that shit.
Yeah, it's just The only
part I'm a little disappointed with the season.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. It's
Snowfall.
It's too much. Oh yeah.
Spoilers? Can we get spoilers? Yeah, we're gonna have to get spoilers. R.I.P. Jerome.
Yeah, well, that's I kind of seen it coming.
Yeah, I seen it coming in the last 2 episodes before.
Yeah,
because you could see like they were doing his like his arc had kind of like played itself out. He was looking to do other things and like get out of that, and that's in a movie that's what's gonna happen or a show.
It's always the dudes that want to get out of the shit that they had that happens to, right? Kane.
Yeah.
All right, Menace. Everyone, fucking
Well,
Ricky.
let me ask you a quick question. I know we want to tip out of here, but
Nah, go ahead. We're good.
I mean, I don't know the answer to this, but I'm wondering, like, at what point did this turn away from the actual Rick Ross? I want to say like after season 2, probably, and all this other shit is
Well,
just like, Hollywood.
I think the I think a lot of it is I think just the basic concept of the
No, I
drug
think
dealer
early on the
doing
first 2, and then probably the Nicaragua stuff was true.
yeah you're taking the basic aspects of the shit that did happen, like him beating the CIA agent, him that being his supplier, and him cooking the shit and setting up like those crack houses, setting up shop and all that shit. Yeah, but I think the because you're gonna add shit to the story, right? Because you want other arcs, you want other stories to tell. So I don't I
I'll
don't
say
think
after season 2, or probably 2 or 3 at the
yeah,
latest,
because I don't think
and then
he
all
had
that other shit's kind of like too
if I'm not
much.
mistaken, I don't think was he in it with his uncles and shit like that. Like I think that's all made up. I think like shit about him having a real estate like
Yeah,
empire
that's what I say. That real
and
estate shit. Me
funneling.
and E
Yeah,
maybe were talking about that too.
that's made up. I think that's sorry. So you're gonna fill up little aspects, of the shit just with random, whatever, just to kind of put more on the story. But the
That's all Louis' fault, though. Let's be honest.
yeah, all the drama shit is fake. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. So that's just the element that you just want to add for the story. But everything,
Louis'
it's like,
punk ass. I can't stand Louis. She
yeah,
was
she's
always
the one
so
that fucked
annoying.
everything up, and that's what Jerome was saying. That's what I was saying. Like that's why I tweeted on the. I tweeted back on you. I was like, it's always the woman that gets you killed. Because that's what it is. Like he didn't want to do all that shit. She's the one that fucking backstabbed him, fucking
Yeah,
going
she
around with
backstabbed Franklin.
homeboy, and you know what I mean. Took the plug, and then inevitably got the fucking money taken, right? Because I think that was her fault too when he fucking dude got up in his accounts and shit like that.
Yeah.
So there's that. This whole shit. Even homeboy was saying, he was like, "Blood, like you were there. Like I'm only in this shit because of you." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even then, even when he was like, "Dude, come with me," she was like, "Nah, like I'm not going. Pretty much, I ain't going nowhere." You know what I'm saying? Like she still want to do that shit. No female king. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. They added a little shit to the story, but the basic concept of the dude like starting out and then getting into the coke shit and then finding a supplier that was a CIA dude. So essentially, he was getting coke funneled in from there to him to, you know what I mean?
They
That's the
should
basic
end it with
storyline.
they should end it with the rapper taking his fucking identity. They should just do it.
Just do it. Yeah, fuck, why not?
Oh,
But
did we
it's
talk about the
gonna,
Niners getting a kicker? Let's go back.
yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool.
Well, yeah.
Zane Gonzalez.
I think I talked to a vet. I was like, yeah, I would have rather drafted a kicker because this dude's been injured for like a year and a half, right? So, and I know he's,
Well, we could still draft a kicker too.
gotta have a black woman in power like Woman King. Yeah, just
I didn't see that one yet.
they doing that shit. Yeah, they just any woman it's gotta be in power. That's whatever. You know what I'm saying, William? You know what it is. But yeah, it's like that dude's been injured for like a year and a half. Right. So I'd rather get a fucking one of the top notch college kickers, right? And just fucking ride with that dude. Because I mean that homeboy is Gonzalez doesn't he don't have no playoff experience, I don't think. Right?
Zane? Yeah, he does. I
Yeah,
think he was with the
does he?
Cardinals. I think he made the playoffs with the Cardinals.
Did he?
I believe so.
Oh, so he does
Don't
have
quote me
playoff
on it,
experience.
but
Oh, okay.
don't quote me on that. But I think didn't they make the playoffs not too long ago when they got whooped on by the Rams? I think he was there for that.
Let me see. Zane Gonzalez.
I think he has maybe one game, two.
Dude looks like a goof. Let
No?
me see.
Yes? Got confirmation on this?
I'm about to check right now. Hold up. Holla. No, I don't think he.
With the Cardinals? No?
I don't think. Let me see. I don't think he did though.
No, it's not that big of a fucking issue. If he really did.
He dies. Yeah, let me see. 20. Was it 2020? Yeah. 17. 2020. Let me see. 2021.
Because he made it. Well, I don't know if he was the kicker when Kyler was a rookie. Didn't they make it Kyler's rookie year to the playoffs? And they lost. They got ran by the Rams one of those years. Because Kyler's that dickhead pass, they got pick six. They got smashed. I know because I bet on them.
Nah, I don't think.
Just go to post. What are you doing?
No, he doesn't. He didn't. He never went to the playoffs.
Okay.
He never went to the playoffs.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about? RIP JV, your boy.
Yeah. RIP JV.
They found his body. That was fucked up, man.
Yeah,
I mean, I knew it from the beginning. I hate to say it, but you know, when I seen all that, when I started piecing all that shit together, I said he's jumped in the water by his house.
You know, because he washed up on Pier 39, right? That sucks. RIP.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah. Hate to see it.
Go UConn. Let's go UConn.
Yeah, I mean,
like
after that, I'm straight. I'm good. Do you want anything else? Because I'm straight. I'm good. I am good.
Any movies coming out? I haven't seen Shazam yet.
Yeah, Shazam's supposed to come out. John Wick 4. I'm about to go see that. I still got to see Ant-Man. Behind on a lot of shit. Oh, I got on my Vox Machina season 2. I got through a couple episodes of that. It was all right. I like the first season better so far.
That show. I'm not gonna front.
That shit is good. It's a cool show.
I'm not gonna front here. I could give a fuck about that show.
I don't give a shit what you say, bitch. Anyway, I don't know what else is coming out.
I think that's it. I think
that's it for me.
I think we're good
Unless
to
you
go.
want something. Yeah. Cool. So once again, y'all's please, if you haven't already, give us a like, subscribe, hit that bell if you want to know when we come on. We've been two Mondays in a row so far. No Leo, but we're good. He may or may not be on next week.
He'll be sniping.
He'll be sniped. He'll get.
We have to sit him down. We're gonna have a team players only meeting with him.
Yeah, we got to say we're not picking up his option. We got to give him the Kinlaw treatment.
We have to get him off
Kinlaw him up.
Craft beers at the Giants game. We're gonna have to limit him pitch count on the beers.
Well, at least he stepped it up. He stepped it up from the Tecates.
Yeah, he's not Tecates anymore. He's gone a hipster. He's with the craft beers now.
His palate's a little more polished now. Yeah, shit. That's fucking hilarious. Anyway, yeah, man. So, like I said, give us a like, subscribe, hit that bell if you want to see us. Also, hit us up on Instagram. Our IG is right there. It's at Old Dirty Bastards.
And Discord. The thing that Womack doesn't participate in, Jeff needs to join the Discord.
No, you guys haven't put nothing in there too much recently anyway. What do you mean?
Yeah, we've been putting shit all the time. Even Will puts all the shit in there.
I haven't seen nothing in there.
Will does more than fucking you, for sure. For sure. Yeah, definitely check us out on all our social media. And if you like our content, don't be shy. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't be shy. Get the word out there. At Cold Dirty Bastards ain't nothing to fuck with. Yeah, we're not your average podcast.
Thug blood till the end. Tell a friend, bitch.
We ain't all about likes and all this fucking bullshit. Yeah. You like me, good. You don't. I don't give a fuck.
He don't give
And
a
I mean
fuck.
that with all
Did you heard it?
sincerity.
Did you heard it here first? He don't give a fuck, bitch.
I mean that with
Bitch.
all my sincerity.
Definitely.
If you want to
You know,
argue with us on Twitter, Facebook, because I know a lot of Brock cock lickers. They on the cock of Brock.
Cockabrock.
I just don't. Yeah, well, that's you guys already talked a long time about it, but I don't get it, man. I just can't. I can't just go blindly into with our history with the quarterbacks, but we'll talk about it on another episode.
You can't wrap your head around BCB?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't say those kind of things.
Stupid. Anyway, well, that's it, folks. We all the way the fuck out of here, and see you next week.
Peace out.
OG GDBs. Late.
Like, follow, comment.